We can at least get things kind of going forward here. We'll see if we play them out a little. I'll run Marivac while you've got
Hey,
Lauren.
Marivac is online.
Oh,
Nice.
and just in time.
He hasn't joined the channel yet, but he has got a green circle on him.
Yeah, I see that.
And there he is.
And there he
We're
is.
just about to start without you, Marivac.
Did I get the time wrong?
No,
We've just all been on here for 15 minutes.
Yeah, we were getting
We all
impatient.
got on here early.
That was all. You're fine.
We're just antsy to get started, is all.
All right. Well, let's.
Well, let's
Get
get
it going,
started.
then.
So we're back. Everybody's online. I've got the map up. Let me reshare it. We will introduce yourselves again. Well, what are you still? Uh-oh. You got to update, Mayor?
Do I?
Yeah, you should be fine. It's showing me that you haven't, but you're connected at least. I see that. Okay, I think you're fine. There were just minor fixes. There wasn't anything major. It looks like in the update. So, all right. So we'll start with Free. Introduce yourself, a little about your character, your background, anything like that, and we'll go from there. So you're up.
All right, Free Walker. He is a Goliath fighter. He's been pretty good so far, even though he's been missing a lot with his longsword. He is obviously from the high mountains where the Goliath lives, but other than that, he's been pretty closed-mouthed about his background.
Lorne. What is Lorne? Go.
Lorne is a wood elf cleric.
All right. Marivac.
Yeah, Marivac. I'm the gnome bard. Let's see. What can I say about my guy? I haven't revealed anything to the group at all, but I'm on a search for a lost instrument. That's what led me to the town. Adventuring life really hadn't turned out well for me, but Praetor took mercy on me and allowed me to go on this path.
All right. Morthos.
Morthos, the tiefling rogue, originally from the Moonsea area, now venturing along the Sword Coast.
And Bartanian. Bart,
Yes, sir.
you introductions?
Sorry!
Oh boy.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Where were we?
Introduce yourself.
All right, I'm Bartanian. I'm going to be your friendly, not so friendly half-elf sorcerer.
Oh boy, with the mad cat in the background, it sounds like.
Yeah.
All right, so where we last left off, you had started in a recon and few encounters under the manor. What you've knowing is finding out is some of the red brands are their hideout. We ventured in through a few rooms into what appears to be some type of workshop, and then into a study work area or living quarters for somebody. And you were, I guess, still searching out the room. Didn't find anybody in there when you went into the room. And did you guys do we're going to do a long rest in there? Was that going to be, or are we just...
No, we did a long rest in the room with the bugbears after we killed them.
That's right. Okay. All right. And so, yeah, everybody looks like there's no wounds anyway. So,
Yeah, before we leave this room, though,
Yeah.
I want to do a search for secret passages along that back wall.
all right, let me see what else did y'all... Okay, so move yourself over to where you're talking about now.
Okay. I want to be right there where Bart's at. It's that whole back wall.
Yep. All right. So, give me a investigation or perception check, whatever you'd like.
There's a
And
19.
You. Bing, 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 bing.
Really?
Would go
Nice.
figure. You know. right there, you find a door.
All right.
And you
Let's
happen,
open that door.
I was looking, it is actually slightly cracked open already.
All right. So
Yep.
push it
And
open.
you open it up. I'll quit that now. And you see a set of stairs going
Is it going up?
up. Mm-hmm.
All right. I found some
we-
stairs going up here, guys. Should we go up and try to find this wizard, or should we finish out this bottom level?
I'm trying to see what else did you guys make sure. I can't remember what y'all did else in this room. Did y'all search the room?
Yeah, we did search.
Yes,
We
we
found
did.
the chest and got all the stuff out of it. Oh yeah, we I think we left off. We hadn't searched the desk had some papers on it. I think that's
Okay.
going to be the correspondence stuff that the lady in town was looking for. So we want to take everything on there too.
So, yep, you definitely find. Let's see, make sure. I think y'all, just in case, make sure that was what kind of was in the room, and the letter. There's searching through notes and papers and all that, but one of the letters, everything sticks out with looks like a black spider symbol, kind of affixed
Yes.
to it. And
I want to take that and read it.
yeah, there's what it says.
Actually, yeah, we did see this last time.
Okay, just making sure. And then the parcel, what was in there, making sure, did y'all get that? Okay, yeah, so y'all have searched that, and I have put the goodies in your, yep, okay.
Can you give us some descriptions on these
Unidentified
unidentified
items,
items? All
yeah.
we see is unidentified
Yeah,
items. I
yeah,
don't have
yeah.
any clue what they are. Are they
Yeah.
scrolls or?
Yep, that's what
Or,
I'm. Yeah, the other yesterday we were group last night said the same thing, and I'll start doing that. Because I don't actually think that's us. All right.
And can I use Arcana or maybe History to find out about any of these scrolls? Or
They're magical, so they will have to be identified. You could try, but I don't. Most of the time, you have to identify the magical aspects of that.
all right,
3 small bottles. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a description on those, the contents of those bottles?
Once you get them researched, or somebody knows if somebody has alchemy,
I mean,
background.
just what's the color of them? What they look like? that type of-
That's a good question. Not sure how you describe that one. This one's kind of it looks silvery, and this one, I guess that's the best way to describe it. And this one looks kind of like. Best way to describe this one is.
green vomit.
Sorry, let me spell that right. Yeah, something like that. How's that? There's your descriptions.
Excellent.
Alrighty. Okay. So Freed covered it. What else?
I'm kind of the opinion that maybe we should stay down here and clear out this level before we go upstairs.
all right. Well, just in case, why don't we have Martha shut that door and maybe throw some traps around it?
I disagree because we don't necessarily want to alert the glass staff that we found his secret door. So if we close it
Okay,
back
yeah.
where we found it,
Crack it
And
back
then-
open.
we just leave it cracked just the way it was. And
No, I think we should head up to the top level and see where this goes. Maybe if we could bypass, any of the monsters, because it's pretty safe to say the person we're looking for went that direction, right?
well, yeah, but we want to basically clear this whole place out and break the power of the entire group. We don't want to just take out the leader, because that'll just
Don't
leave a bunch
forget.
of ruffians with no leadership.
We have that monster that we fed flesh out in the open area down there.
Yep.
What'd y'all do with that monster?
We fed him some flesh to let us
Okay.
pass.
Okay, just want to make sure. Okay. Where's he at? Okie dokie. Well, y'all give me some directions. Let me know what you want to do.
I'd say from Maravek's viewpoint, first I want to pass my inspiration point over to Free Walker for locating the hidden door, and Maravek's inclination is I'm excited by this secret passage, and I'm really antsy to see what's up there.
That's 2 for up. Morthos.
Oh yeah, definitely take the passageway up.
All right. Looks like I'm outvoted, so we'll go
All
up.
right, let's go up.
All right.
I'm actually, you know what? Wait. Morthos, do your sneaking thing up there and go see what you see.
Yeah, is this passageway completely dark? Does it have any lighting?
All you see is, from where he was looking, it just goes. It's a small, simple little hallway that leads from that door up to a small. It's not very steep set of stairs. So it's a gradual incline. It goes up and then stops right there with a single little oil lamp that's been lit. And almost it looks like it's almost out actually.
So this is
Oil.
the dead end.
And search for a secret
It looks like
passage.
Let's go up and see.
It looks like a dead
Yeah,
end.
does
too.
it appear to be a dead end?
It appears to be a dead end. Yes.
All right, yeah, then let's check for secret doors and passages.
All right. Where from right there? Well, you see the secret door that frees. There's one right there where you're standing at.
Go to the top and look.
This is the top of the stairs.
That's the bottom.
There at the bottom. Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
okay.
Yep, that's what we do. So at the top there, and you see a little crack of light. Hold on. All right. Another small door that opens out. Actually comes in. I'm sorry, would be coming in. You see a little crack of a sliver of light, but something is on the other side of that door right there. There's a secret door there.
Okay, I'll relay the information back. Looks like we have another exit over here. Can I look around the corner or open up the door partway?
Yep, and you're seeing kind of just a peeking. You see some supplies, crates, barrels, food stores, things like that from there.
Okay, just to clarify, we're still wearing the red brand uniforms we took, right? And it's still very dim light.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on,
Except for the
guys.
light that I'm carrying.
Yeah. So you move into the room, and you basically are seeing what definitely. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to grab you. Here you go.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not moving on, huh? Okay.
You can move. Yeah. Oh. I'll put them in there. There you go. So.
I'm gonna come
Let's,
over here and check in this corner for another secret door.
Well.
So are these store boxes actually here? Are they something that we can open and search through?
Yeah, they're just basic. Yeah, food stuff. You find it just aren't really valuable. Just stuff. Vats of beer. Pork. Flour. It's basic.
Nothing
food.
of value.
Well,
taking.
you see a bunch of beaver pelts are laying scattered all over the place.
Do they look valuable?
They have a certain value, probably. Someone who has a, like Free might be able to evaluate them since he is of the wilderness type.
I found the door up there.
You found a door also when you were standing there. Yes, you did.
Well, let's take all the pelts.
Yep, I will do that. And you can get those evaluated.
30 beaver pelts.
Okay. Yep.
Is Freeze still carrying my rock with the light on it?
Yep.
Oh.
So I cover it up, and I gesture for Morthos to come check it out.
Right. You already checked it for traps and opened it, right?
No.
I found it.
He just found it.
Is it open like the other ones were?
No, it is not. But you discerned that it was there.
Okay. Check it for
'Cause I'm a
traps, and once I
cool DM.
believe it's clear, open it.
It's open. Yeah, you can. Yep. And quit that. All right. So you have another. Let's see.
There, it looks like there's a door on the far side there.
You got a door to the north, and you have a door to the right. Let me see. Where's that map? Come here.
Looks like east and south.
Yeah. Yeah, door south and north. That's correct. Yep.
Okay. Relay the people to everyone back there. 2 entrances. The door that I'm immediately next to. Check it and see if it's locked or unlocked.
It's locked on your side.
All right. I'm gonna listen against the door, see if there's any noise coming from the other side.
Perception check, please. You hear nothing.
All right. Let's see if I can open this with my lockpicking.
Well,
It's
we
locked
found
on
some
our
iron
side.
keys.
Well, you said it's locked on our side, right? Doesn't mean you can just unlock it.
It's got to have a key for it.
Okay.
Oh,
Wait, didn't we get a ring of keys from the one of the bugbears?
Right.
Yeah, Morthos has those keys, I believe.
Yep. Can I find a matching key?
Yes, you do. You open it up.
All right. I look behind me to make sure Free is behind me and ready with weapons, and the rest of the group is close behind.
All right.
Yep.
And then I do.
All right. You open up the door, and you see this.
Is that an armory?
Yeah, that's what it basically looks like. Correct.
So it looks like there's anything of value in there?
Just what you see. There are spears, 12 spears, 6 short swords, 4 long swords, 6 light crossbows, and 8 quivers of 20 crossbow bolts each.
Okay. Are they good quality, bad quality?
Standard fare. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have to come back for those. We're not carrying all that crap around. Let's
Want to check for secondary
yeah.
exits? Yeah.
yeah, I was about to say, let's do a quick check right there and see
Okay.
if we can find another secret door.
Give me a roll. You don't notice anything out of ordinary.
All right.
All right. Okay. So
Again, listen for the door for noises. Check see if it's locked.
give me a perception, please. And this is, see. You don't hear anything.
Is the door locked?
No.
All right. Let's open the door and peer in.
Alright, you see. Uh-oh. There it goes.
Those coffins?
They are coffins, my friend.
Is Droop with us this time? Or
Yeah,
did
my
we
bad,
leave
my
him?
bad. No, he's there. I got to drag him on. And so you
Okay.
see, like I said, there is a
skeleton.
Leaning up, yeah, basically sitting there. Yep, just like you said. He's,
Where's the cleric?
yep, just leaning, kind of just propped up against each sarcophagus. It's clad in just bits of rusty mail, but just laying there. Yep.
All right, do they
So they
notice?
are not animated?
Nope.
All right, I'm gonna charge an attack and see if I can catch him by surprise.
Oh, they're not animated.
Yeah, they are. I have to assume that they are animated because if they're not, then they'll break easily. But if they are, then hopefully I can do some damage before they can attack back.
All right, I move out of his way.
Okay, when he does that, and this is, I know you said this, but clarification, who was wearing the red cloaks? Morthos?
I thought we all were.
Was free? Did you have one on or not?
Nope. I did
Okay.
not.
Oh, he could not fit in one.
He didn't. Okay, as soon as he runs into the room, those three skeletons wake up. So I need perception. I need initiative, please. Oh, rolls from everybody. Boom, boom, boom.
And Duff, if you wouldn't mind just making sure Free Walker's got my inspiration point that I
22.
Well, you-
passed on to him.
You could give it to him. Yeah. Well, you had.
Yeah,
you could-
I put it on my guy.
yeah, that's
You
fine.
did? Okay,
Yeah.
then I'm taking mine off.
Okay, so usually you give it to him when something happens. So, okay, you can say I can give it to him when he needs it then, instead of just I don't care right now. But okay, wait a second. Here, what are we doing? Okay, everybody. Okay, so they rolled pretty darn good.
They sure did.
Yeah, free. Yeah, and so skeleton 3 is first up to bat, and he has a short sword that he.
I mean, did Free not get an attack for rushing in there and hitting them while they were not animated?
As soon as he stepped into the room, they
Okay.
stood up. So, and they move to, let's see, put you on the squares. We're just right here.
Will Fantasy Grounds automatically take care of the partial damage? Because don't skeletons take half damage from piercing
They-
type attacks or something?
They have it built in. It's since it's in the monster manual. That's all.
Nice.
Yeah, it's all sitting there.
Yeah, except all my weapons are piercing.
All right, and last but not least. All right, and boom, boom, boom.
All right,
boom.
so
Free, you're
I'll
up.
try-
You've got 3
Yep.
skeletons that woke up and pulled swords out of their. Yep.
Missed the second one. Alrighty. That's all I'm gonna do at the moment.
All right.
So Lauren,
What do you want Lauren to do?
Lauren's gonna move in here, and he is going to try to turn these guys. Let's see, where's Ludie's General Divinity? I'm not sure how that's going to work with all 3 of these guys. Let's see.
So he can. He's not 3rd level. No, it's 2nd level. Okay, sorry.
He is second.
Yeah, he's 2nd level. Yeah. So he can. They have to make a Wisdom saving throw against his DC. If they fail, they're turned for 1 minute, basically. So it's what is.
Okay, I tried dragging it to them, but it didn't do anything. So I guess you're just going to need to roll
Yeah,
it.
I'll roll it up. Yeah. So what's his DC though? So it's going to be proficiency plus wisdom plus level. So
His wisdom is, he's got +4, so +6, so that's going to be a 14 DC.
yeah, 14. So
Awesome.
so here we go. So we'll start with 1. We need a fort wisdom. I said it was wisdom, right? So
Yes.
wisdom save on 1. He saves. Wisdom save on 2. He saves.
Oh, come on.
And wisdom 3. Oh my God!
Wow.
He saves too.
Very wise.
Okay.
You see
so
this
I guess I will pass my turn then.
this menacing grin on their face. We'll have to give a.
Try a different holy symbol next time.
Yeah, do I have a
Yeah,
skeleton?
he can only do it once a day at this point.
Yeah,
How did we
okay.
wind up with smart skeletons?
Yeah, so hey.
So that's 20 movement to get to this position. And then I'm going to take a pokey poke at skeleton 3.
Okay. All right, and you will have advantage on that attack since you are behind him. Okay. And Droop does not follow you into the room, just so you know. Droop does not like what he sees. Okay.
All right. So that was 20 movement. Now I'm going to use my bonus action for disengage to pop back out of melee.
All right. Droop goes no. He will hide in. He will cower in the background. Bart, you're
Oh,
up.
we should have given some weapons from the armory.
Right, how strong is Droop? Can we have him pick up all the stuff in the armory and carry it for us?
He's just a small. He's a smaller than a size goblin with He's not a big person, big humanoid creature now.
Alright. Well then, I will move into here. I will acid splash skeletons 1 and 2. Or no, 1 and 3.
Good choice.
All right. He saves.
Oh, damn it.
There's some tough bones here. He saves too.
Oh my god.
You need to ease off on those the D20 rolls there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna back in here to the hallway
Run
and
away.
pass my turn.
All right, Marivac.
All right.
You hear a
well,
bunch of cursing
I got
going on in the room on the hall from where you're at.
10, 15, so 20. My max movement would be where Bartanian's at, so I'll have to stop here.
Well, you
But
can
from-
diagonal. No, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 would put you in the room. See, if you're here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, right? You could end up in the room if you wanted.
All right, well, I'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna use my vicious mockery cantrip on skeleton 3.
Okay. He fails. Oh boy, he's scared of your jesting. So what does that do to him then?
He's got only 1d4 psychic damage and then disadvantage on his next attack.
Okay. All right. So make sure when I roll that to throw disadvantage on him. All right. Anything else?
And I'm gonna also put bardic inspiration over on Lauren.
3 on Lauren. Okay. You want to drag that over to them, or you want me to do it?
Where would I see that on my sheet?
Well, you can go to effects. The humanoid, if you go to the buttons on the upper right hand corner, I want to make sure you guys can see the table. You should have the one that looks kind of like a human figure. You hover over.
There we go, effects, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, third one on the right.
Third one on the. Did you do it? What'd you? Oh, you're talking about. Okay, I'm seeing it differently. So if you click on effects, though, you should have a whole list there. Do you or do you not?
I do, yes.
Okay, and then so you just grab that one and drop it on Lorne.
Yeah, searching for Bard or searching for Inspire, I'm not finding it, but it may just be
I'm not
Bard.
either.
Really? So okay, so I've got it. We'll look at that later then. So you're giving it to Lorne, correct?
Lorne, yeah.
Okay. All right. I just dropped it on him. So, I had to read up on that. Why that table? I thought I shared that with everybody to see it. You might have to go turn it on. You might, but anyway, it's done. So if you will pass your turn.
Yep.
And skeleton 1 is going to swing down on free and miss. Skeleton 2 looks to Lorne and misses. And skeleton 3, he steps.
Disadvantage.
I know, but he steps away from free. So, do you get to pop him? He's chasing.
Oh, good.
All right.
Do I get both attacks, or do I just get one?
You get the first one. So, but you'll get it at advantage though. So.
Okay.
You hit.
Kill.
It crumbles, and now it is your turn.
Ready? I'm going to turn into attack number 2 here.
You hit.
Hit. Max damage, nice. Second one hit.
Alrighty.
Okay, I guess it didn't change his damage level. Alright, and Lorne is going to use Sacred Flame. Make sure I got the right one. Yeah, okay. Alright, so he's gonna... Where'd that go there?
Yeah, you got it.
So he's saved.
He saved, that's correct. Yep.
Okay.
Morthos.
All right, I'm going to pop in next to Free Walker and poke at the wounded skeleton number 2.
All right.
This qualifies as a sneak attack also.
Yeah, I believe that it does. You can drop that on your...
And a critical miss. Your damage can be incurable. Your damage can only be cured by healer mortals levels above you.
If you still need to pee, I'm done.
Your damage... What damage, though? The damage that... if you get hit here, you can't heal it.
Okay, well, taking that into mind, I will use my reaction to disengage again and get out of melee.
Yeah. So, okay. Anything else? Bart, you're up. Yeah.
Okay. I will move into here. Let's see. Skeleton 2's heavy. No, you know what? Let's magic missile. We'll start with skeleton 2.
All right. He
All right.
crumbles
Nice.
to the ground.
All right. The next 2 will go to 3 then.
All right. Well done.
All right. I will move back into the hallway and give it to Merriback.
Thank you for that. We're going to use Vicious Mockery again on Skeleton 1.
He saved.
Oh, Dookie.
These are really smart skeletons. Wisdom isn't working.
All right, well then I'm going to So Free Walker's got the inspiration. Is Bardic inspiration kind of pointless for him at this point?
It's different. They're different. So
Okay, well then I'm gonna.
yeah,
We'll double stack Free Walker with
some
Bardic inspiration.
Bardic inspiration too. All right, let me Bardic inspiration with free. There we go.
Thank you.
And he. Ooh, there we go. Free, you're up.
All right. So, where is it? Second wind. I am going to use my second wind to retrieve 1d10 plus my level, my hit points.
Right.
So that's going to get 7 back. So that put me down to 5 instead of 12.
Correct.
All right, and then I am going to try to hopefully finish off this this guy.
It's a hit. All right. Uh-oh. Ooh. Dodged the bullet there. All right.
Miss. All right, and so that's it. So Lauren is going to try to Sacred Flame him again. Hell yeah, all right.
There you go.
1 point. Woo! All right.
Ricocheted off the rib cage bone. Morthos.
In for a pokey poke.
You didn't hear. That didn't. You didn't attack him.
No target.
That's fine.
Crap.
That's fine. I got it. So it's a hit.
You didn't target him though. There he goes. All right.
I got it. So, boom.
Nice.
All right. Let's check the
coffins.
the
So
coffins.
did
and
they
the
come out
bones.
of the coffins, or were they laying
No,
up against the coffins?
they were laying up against the coffins. So, propped
All
up
right.
against.
Shoot a look over to Lauren and see what he thinks about the idea of desecrating these graves, if he's going to go apeshit or not.
Nah, they're probably evil, so it's probably not a problem. He's a good cleric.
He is chaotic good. So,
He's fine with it.
yeah, he's not gonna mind too much. So,
Yep. Tomb raiding.
I mean,
Yeah.
the graves have already been. I'm guessing the skeletons came out of the coffins.
yeah, that's what he's kind of thinking. Yeah, that maybe we should put the bones back in.
Yeah, let's look inside and see what we got.
So, who's checking what?
I'll check his coffin by me.
All right, so we'll.
Merrivac claims this one.
Merrivac, you try to push the lid and it doesn't move. I can just
That's
tell
when
you
you're
that.
standing on it.
Yeah, that too. Free, give me a strength check, please.
Straight check. All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
whatever, man. Yeah, it very much slid right open, and inside that, you find a skeleton of looks like of noble bearing, dressed in what would be definitely considered female attire.
Okay. I'm gonna rifle through there and see if there's anything interesting in there.
You find, let's see, we have some, definitely a bunch of, let's see, no, actually it's just here, it's unidentified, a gold bracelet.
All right.
Okay,
All
I'm
right.
going to try and use a mage hand to push the one that Merrivac tried to open.
I need a strength check.
For mage hand?
How powerful is the hand?
Guys, I have a crowbar right here. How about we just use the crowbar?
Let me see. Yeah, Bart,
Oh, man.
Bart, that's a fair question though, but I don't know. What is? Let's see. So, mage hand. What can it do? Floats.
fairly weak, I think.
Yeah, see, using control
I
the
mean, it should be in
hand.
the description of it.
That's what I'm looking at right now. You can manipulate an object, open a door, container.
I mean, it's a container, right?
Yeah, it can't carry more than
They're
10
thinking
pounds.
mason jars.
Yeah, it can't carry more
Oh,
than 10
10
pounds.
pounds.
Yeah, so there you go. So yeah,
Okay, well, Morthos, why don't you pry this thing open?
yeah, it sprained its wrist when you did that. Anybody else want to?
Yeah, I'll open the one in front of me with the crowbar.
Okay, so you get a little pry open and you see another skeleton in there with this noble clothing. Looks to be male oriented.
Okay, let's see what else is in there. Anything of value? Any gold
Just
bracelets or anything of value worth pocketing?
Dried bones.
Yeah, loser. I'm gonna toss the crowbar over to Maravac and Lauren and be like, "Here, try this."
Oh yeah, great. Can I do a strength check?
Yeah,
With the
Maravac, I
crowbar?
want to say if you want to try to give me a strength, go right ahead.
Yeah.
He
Alright.
feels
Fingers
lucky.
crossed, guys.
He's feeling lucky. Oh, and he
No
gets
whammies, no whammies.
he gets a crack, and
Yeah!
it's just
Look at that, guys.
Yeah, and you see the same thing, but it's male clothing, but different. But
Anything of value?
dried bones.
Yeah, there's only dried bones in this one too.
So that's all you. There's nothing else in either one of them.
Okay, between the armory and the tombs here, can I dress Droop up? I want to dress him up like a soldier.
Okay, give me a persuasion check on him. That you want to do that.
Aw.
Maybe
doesn't
you should
want
let
the
me try to talk
clothes.
him into it.
He doesn't want the clothes, but he'll take a sticky stick. He'd like a sticky stick.
Sure, why not? I mean, we can still greatly overpower him. I'm fine giving him a weapon. You guys don't mind, do you?
I'm not afraid of him.
No, I would kind of like to do a persuasion to do exactly what he wants to do.
Okay, you can do it too. He's not scared of you. He looks at Free and goes, no. He just wants the sticky stick. So
Okay, give him a sticky stick.
yeah, so which is a small short sword. So he carries that around and he likes it. He tries to mimic you guys, and he waves it around and he
I'm
almost.
gonna try to loosen this door over here.
All right, give me a perception check, please.
Yeah, I don't hear much.
Nope.
I'll come down here and do the same thing. I don't hear nothing.
Nope.
I'm sorry, either of those locked?
The doors where Free is at are locked. The south doors, he noticed that they didn't appear locked, but you're pretty confident you've got keys. Don't forget that.
Okay.
So,
Which way first?
Let's try the top one.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you want to go through or you want me to try and sneak in?
You got the keys, so you can unlock it.
Okay.
I'll be ready.
okay. So,
Let's check it for traps and open it, unlock it as needed.
okay, you are able to put a key in and it clicks. So it didn't appear unlocked, but it was, and so you think you have unlocked it.
Okay, let's open it up and take a peer in there.
As soon as you open it up, gentlemen, I need initiative, please. And unfortunately, Morthos, you're going to get a surprise pop.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens.
Miss Lauren.
And you didn't see much when you opened up the door, but they were waiting for the door to open up, unfortunately. But the door opened. Which way does it open in? That's a good question. So, which one gets the poppy pop? To It actually is going to open in, so it's going to be number.
Two.
We'll give it this
Two.
number. We'll just give it to number 2. Yeah. So, and he drops 2 lovely hits down on you. He gets 1. And 2. And he misses. All right.
Nice.
Now we're at the top of the order. Lauren's up.
All right. So, can we see these guys in there?
You can see, you know that there's one definitely. I mean, you can hear them both yelling. You know.
So if he steps up here, can he see?
The doors. I mean, it was only cracked open when Morthos was doing that. So.
Well, if it was wide enough for a sword to come through, it seems like it would have been wide enough for
He could kick the rest of it open. I mean, Morthos, go ahead and bang it open if he wants. So it was just that as soon as he opened it up, the sword came through. They knew that they were waiting for it to open up. Let me put it that way.
Which side was it that came through on?
Yeah, on number 2 is the one that did the attack. So the one it's from the guy from the north.
So he was actually
one's
right
behind
here.
the door.
Yeah. So they were both hiding.
Okay, so if it opened up towards the top, if he comes down this way, can he see through that crack?
Yes, yeah, he could. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So.
All right. Let's see. All right, so he's going to give him. He's going to save his cure, so he'll give him the sacred flame, and he saved. Of course he did. All right. I guess that's going to be all he's going to do for now.
All right, so Marivek's going to move. If Lauren's got the angle, I'll move here so I can see Ruffian 2.
Okay. Yep.
And I'm going to use my vicious mockery on that poor soul.
You failed.
All right, so here's his psychic damage, and he'll have disadvantage on his
Next turn,
next turn.
which is
And last bardic inspiration for Morthos.
Bardic inspiration on. All right. And Red Brand, Ruffian 1. Okay, so he's going to try to slam the door shut on you, Morthos. So I need a strength check from you, please. And he slams it shut.
Maybe we should go back around the other way.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, Free Walker. I bet you could open this door if you wanted to.
All right, step aside.
I mean, yep, freeze up. Yep.
All right, I'm going to step forward and try to kick that door open.
Give me a strength check, please. With advantage. So throw me another one. Because you're. Alright, and Mr. Strength check. Oh boy. Hey, both of them apparently are against that door right now. So.
All right.
I think Marivek could push that door open.
I'll let Droop do it.
And Droop, oh, he looks, goes, ooh, stinky bones, and he says back here, and he jumps back and forth, kind of like sticking the sword at the dead skeleton, the bones, and all that, thinking he's killing it. So.
Good job, Drew.
All right, so are the hinges on our side? Could we disable the door and pop it off the hinges, or is it on the other side?
Door opens in, so the guy from the north is kind of, when it opened up, he's the one that stuck the sword in and gave you a wallop. So, that would put the doors on on their side. Correct?
I don't want to try and flank them.
Yeah, the doors would be on their side.
How strong is this door?
This
I
door.
mean, is it a steel door? Is it a wooden door?
That's a good question. The doors are all made of wood with iron handles, hinges, and built-in locks. So it is a wooden door.
So we
And-
can attack it and bust us down?
Yes, you could.
I say break it down.
Okay. So when I kicked it, did it do damage to it?
What was your? Not. It didn't appear to be. It's pretty stout still, even for being as old as the.
But that was a kick. If we attack it, we can break it.
Okay, can we use the crowbar again to get more leverage to give us some bonuses on a strength check to push it open?
Well, I think Bart's is telling you what to hack it to death.
Yeah.
Right.
Break
That's
it
up,
open.
man. So, you're kind of out of combat at the moment for a second. We're going to keep the same initiative, so there.
All right.
So,
Then I'll try to kick it again.
all right, go ahead. Give me a strength check.
Do you want me to do advantage again?
You could do advantage on this since that's not moving. All right. See, look at that. Look at that. What does that give us? Okay, there I was going to say, where's the roll? Okay, that time, a big old wallop, that door crashed inward and is now a crumbled mess on the floor.
Good job, Free.
There we go.
Okay, and from inside you hear some, yells, screams, kind of. Let me. So, from his vantage, so you have a young boy in the northern cell, and let's see where they at. Come here.
Slavers.
So,
Now, I'm guessing this is the guy that died in town's family.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking
Yeah.
too.
Be.
so I'm just going to. Well, that's not right. I just need. Okay, so. And then we need 2 females, right? Okay, while I'm doing that, okay, so what would y'all like to do while I am?
I mean, where are we at in initiative order now?
That looks like it's to me.
Yeah, it's Morthos up. Yeah, kind of where you left it at. Yeah. That's, so,
5, 10, 15.
When I kicked that door open, could I have stepped back 1 space?
sure.
Okay. I'm going to go all the way over here, but use Uncanny Dodge, my bonus action before my attack, to so this guy can't get an attack of opportunity for me leaving melee with him.
Okie dokie.
And so I'm going to be stuck here. So now I'm going to attack this guy.
Okay.
This probably doesn't qualify as a sneak, does it?
No.
Damn it! I forgot to target again.
All right, hold on. Which one? That's number
That's number
2.
He's targeted now.
All right, you hit him.
And can I use my Bardic Inspiration to increase the damage?
I think it does automatically, doesn't it?
Not automatically, no.
No, not
That's fine.
automatically.
Then
Yeah.
just roll a d6 damage with that too. So that was 7 plus 5 is 12 on number 2, right?
Right.
All right.
So how do I use the Bardic Inspiration? I see that it's
It's-
on me, but I don't see how I actually use it.
It
No,
did.
you just have to say it and roll the die and that's it.
It was doing it yesterday for us online, so I'm trying to see. Yeah, it was. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I just let me pull one off here.
If you used it, you probably want to take that one off too.
Yeah. I will. Interesting. we'll look this up. We'll keep going while we're doing. So you've got that. You did your attack. Let me bardic inspiration while we're looking that up. Who's next? Bart.
That'd be me.
Britannian.
All right, so I can see 2 from where I'm at.
Yes.
Okay. Let's do.
Okay. The roll is only for ability, attack, or saving, not damage. Okay. So you grab that should have added it when you did the attack.
But I already hit with the attack.
Yeah, but you didn't target. That's what the problem was. That's why it didn't roll it. So
I thought you could basically hold it until you wanted to use it.
Yeah, I mean the description of it says.
It says you can once within the next 10 minutes, the creature can roll the die and add the number rolled to ability, attack, or saving throw. So
Yes.
So, but
it doesn't say it's going to be automatically the next time you do it.
Yeah, so we can put it. You didn't use it, so let's just put that back. But I need to take that damage off of
5.
Yeah. So it's 15 then. So, all right. There we go. How's that? Sorry, Bart. What do you want to do?
All right, so let's do. Let's do chill touch on 2. Wow.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm gonna move back here behind Free. Hide a little bit. And pass my turn.
Alright, Lauren is going to try yet again with the Sacred Flame. And you failed. Alright, good.
Yep.
4 points.
Very nice. Marivac.
Well,
All
on Marivac, I don't want to take a hit.
Well, he'll have he's going to have disadvantage on his next because he's never.
He has an attack since
Yeah, he hasn't attacked since I did the vicious mockery.
That's on number 2.
It
So
should be on number 2.
yeah, I'm trying to make sure that this effect is the right one I'm looking for. Okay.
And if I move to this location, will I see Red Brand Ruffian 1?
Yes, you can.
All right, then I'm going to do the vicious mockery on that guy.
Okie dokie.
Ruffian.
You failed. You save.
All right.
You're just spitting the sarcasm tonight.
I'm just sick of these.
All right.
Red's a horrible color. And I'll just slide back out of the way.
Yeah. Now, when you do that, though, he gets an attack of opportunity because you
Both
were
of
within.
them
You were.
Then I'll just stay right there.
Yeah.
I didn't know with the wall being there if I was.
No, you're within 5 feet of melee, so they would sticky with you, and that's what Droop says. Sticky. Watch out for the sticky. Hey. So,
Then passing the turn.
So, all right. Pass away. Red Band 1 will get the sticky on you there, Marivac. So his first attack is at disadvantage, and he misses. His second one misses. How about that? And that goes away. It's only for 1 turn, right? The
Yes.
Vicious Mockery. All right. And same thing for heal for Marthos. Oh, but he hits. Even with it.
even with disadvantage.
And the second one, he still hits. Morthos go down. All right.
All right. We're just going to come in here and target number 2 there. And missed again and again. Fantastic.
Free. Back. You have inspiration. It's up to you. I'm just,
I'm gonna hold on to it for now.
All right. And Droop. He doesn't like what he sees. He goes over here and plays with the bones. All right. Morthos, that was your first. Oh boy, your first save was a failure. Bart.
All right. Can I see either one of them from here?
They would have partial cover because they are kind of skewed behind the wall a little bit.
Okay. If I move here, I
You can see two.
Yeah?
Yes, you can.
Okay. All right. Let's use my last spell slot and try and get rid of Ruffian 2. Gonna magic missile him.
All right. It's one hit. That took him out. And
Okay, can I move?
you could
in
see
between this?
seeing it, you know, yeah, you could still fire. I'll give you the last fire. So.
All right, so if I move up beside
No,
Morthos,
you're gonna fling. It's a magic missile, so it'll come back. You know he's there, so you could fire it and it'll go around the corner. I'll give you that. You know,
right.
little.
Come
You can
on,
ricochet it
magic
off the
missile
wall.
one.
Yeah, ricochet it off the wall. Ding and got it.
Nice.
There you go.
I have those skills.
There you go. Yes, you do.
Shot.
Okay. He called a shot. He pointed and said,
All right.
"Bingo."
I'm
Pass
gonna
your
move
turn.
back here behind Maribak.
All right. Pass your turn. All right, Lorne.
All right, let's see. Lauren's going to come right up here, and he is going to target Maribak. He's going to give him a cure wounds.
You meant Morthos?
Me? More? Yeah, I'm not.
Sorry. Who did
Yeah.
Uh
I was about to say, wait a minute here.
Sorry,
Thanks, Lauren.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
want
I'm sorry. That was supposed to be Morthos.
that should have done it, right? Yeah, that brought him back. I dragged it over to the right one because Maribak. Did you have any? You didn't have any damage yet,
No.
right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes.
Okay.
Now I'm back to Morthos.
Yep, he's fine.
And pass turn.
Maribak says thanks anyway.
Yeah.
It's a thought that counts, right?
All right. Boy, you're just slapping that guy around, man.
All right,
right.
so at least he'll have disadvantage on that next attack of his.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And there we go.
Well, he was going to look at Lorne, but you are just mouthy, and so he is like, what? You know what? He's just gonna, and he stick his in there. Yeah.
He does not care for the Your Mama jokes.
Yeah, he does. That's right. Oh, he does not really.
Wow.
That couldn't take me out.
That smart mouth got you hurt.
Yeah, it did.
All right, let's see.
Oh no! Oh, whew.
Oh dear.
that mouth would have just done it. All right.
Droop.
He's
Heal
jumping.
me, Droop.
Come in and give this guy a poke.
Yeah, but
Because he was targeting someone else, I get
Yeah.
to sneak on him.
yeah, he's facing behind. Yeah, so you're behind him, so it's all advantage. So on the attack, yeah. So. There you go.
All right.
Didn't even need that advantage.
Yeah, but he's,
Nice.
it doesn't matter.
Nice.
He could have gotten a critical, but he drops. Dun dun dun. So you are out of combat.
How you doing to the people behind the bars?
Yeah.
All right. So now then, Lauren is going to drop a heal onto to Maribak. Maribak. I got the right one this time.
Are you sure you're not a diviner? You can see the future. You anticipated him taking damage.
Yes.
There you go.
Yep.
Much better.
All right, I'd like to ask all these people if any of them are of relationship to Thal,
To who?
the guy that got killed in town.
That Myrna, yeah, there's the older woman right here. She walks up and she goes, "My name is Myrna. That was my husband, and these are my 2 kids, Nilsa, and the boy over there in the other cell. His name is Nars. Would you please let us get us out of here so we can go home? We would like to leave here." And so you see that they're locked behind the cages, and in the middle of the floor, kind of that there against the wall, is just a pile of looks like clothes. Just kind of heaped up on the floor. So,
I don't want to search that pile for anything of value.
there isn't
Right?
anything.
Does my ring of keys have the key to the prison cell?
Actually, let's see.
Well, let's check.
If
these,
not, search the
jailers.
bodies.
Search the jailers. They'll have the key.
Actually, they do not.
They don't. Do they have anything else?
They have nothing on them.
Okay.
Anything in the pile of clothes?
Right.
Nope.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So the ring of keys didn't have it, and they don't have anything.
No, they just.
So I guess it's time to use the lockpicking set.
Yeah. Give it the picky.
Yeah. So who's going to do that?
I think I will.
All right, give me a dex check, please. With the.
How about a thieves' tools?
Yeah, use the tools
roll?
proficiency. Yeah, it's still dex. So. Ooh.
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's try the crowbar now.
Oh, hold on a second. Let me try to pick it.
I mean, if everybody's trying.
There we go. All right, now you got it. Which one do you open up? The top one or the bottom one?
I've got the
Three
girls.
has thieves'
Yeah.
tools.
I do,
Yep.
Nice.
All right.
and I know how to use them too.
So yeah, she comes out and she thank you, and the boys run up and says, "Mommy, let me out. Damn it." Okay, click.
Yeah, 16 for that one.
Okay, so yeah, she
Nice.
says thank you. She graciously thanks you, and she tells you that unfortunately she has no way to really repay you, but if you were to find your way up to the old town of Thunder Tree, it was an old town where she used to live as a young child, that was overran by the undead many years ago. Her family had a urban alchemy shop, and hidden in one of the stores, in a section of one of the storage shelf, was a emerald necklace, and she thinks it's still there. She just never had the nerves or the time to go back up there and look for it. But
Where was that at in the shop?
it is inside. It's beneath the section of the storage shelves along one of the walls. You will just, she says, just if you find your way up there. The shop was in the southeast part of the town, and you can keep the necklace. It is all yours. It should still be there unless someone happened upon it. But please take it as thanks. If you would escort her and her children out of here, and get them so they can be home. Please.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's get them out of here.
Okay, ask them if they know anything of Redoth the Druid that lives up at Thunder Tree.
She does not. She's never heard of the name, but she doesn't really know who it is. I'm trying to see. That's a good question. I'll make sure.
I checked my notes, and the only notes I have on Thunder Tree are that there's a druid up there named Redoth that we're supposed to look up.
She
and
never.
whether-
And once
Yeah,
they fled,
speaking of notes,
she never
I
left.
mean,
She
none
never-
of them show up on mine. Shouldn't they be shared?
If they made public, they have to
Yeah,
be.
my 3 are public, so you should see those.
Yeah, I don't see any notes when I bring them up.
Notes on your character sheet, or notes on the big icon on the right hand side of Fantasy Grounds.
On the icon on the right side.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I have 4 public notes, and
Which-
the only notes I see are my 4.
Yeah, they're
so
not-
If anyone else has a public
Now,
I'm getting them there for some
I'm
reason.
seeing 2 now.
Yeah, they're not. Something's changed them. I'm publicing them real quick. So,
Okay.
all right, Lauren, I'm gonna make public. Free, are you making yours public or not?
No, I was keeping mine.
Okay. All right. So there you go. So there they are. She never went back up there after the undead, and she knows nothing of that name. So
All right. Well,
Let's
offer
ask
to
them
take
about the spider emblem.
So, they, they don't know much. They just told you that they were brought here, with their heads were covered, and that all they know is that, there's a boss, it looks kind of like a wizard, that they, have heard those ruffians were talking about, and that he has this, some tall furry monsters with big ears that are running around bossing some of the other guys. And that's kind of all they've seen and heard since they've been put down here. So.
All right. If we haven't already, let's remove the neck restraints as well as setting them free.
Yep. Yeah, they're free. They're. You've got them out, and they,
Introduce them to Droopy and tell them to hang back with Droopy as we continue ahead.
Yeah,
Why don't we just escort them out in case we die? At least they'll be out.
Droopy
Right.
runs in there, and
I
the
agree with
kids.
that.
The kids definitely are scared of him.
Yeah,
I
let's
think
go
we're closer to leaving the way we're coming. I think it would take us longer to go back all the way around.
Yeah, but we haven't been through a quarter of this place yet, so let's go through the place we've already cleared out and let them out that way, as opposed to trying to go through rooms that we don't know what's there. We may still have some fighting to do, so let's just take them out.
Are we still really early pre-dawn? Do we have time to accomplish that and
Yep.
before we're in morning?
It was. This is only taking you on 30 minutes. So
Yeah, this is about 4:30 or something, right?
it's going to be dawn's approaching. Let's put it that way. So, yep.
I still say we get them out of harm's way.
Yeah, let's take them out first.
So, what are we doing?
All right, so lead them out this way.
Do we want to go through the chasm across the bridges?
No, we're gonna go the long way around.
All right.
So show me kind of where I'm going. All right. Yep.
This way. Oops, I moved Bart.
Now move to you.
That's fine. So, yep.
You know what? I just go all the way down, all the way up here, and I'll stop there.
Yeah. So, and the boy.
Actually, Marivak, you go first and see if you can talk
See
to
if
your
I
buddy.
wake up the beast again.
Not Marivak, Morthos.
Last time he liked me. He almost took me out.
Yeah. Do I get any of the psychic premonitions that I had earlier?
Let me real quick. And
Hey, Lauren's gonna look in this room where the bugbears were at and see if they're still dead in there.
yeah, there's a few flies and maggots have kind of shown up on the carcasses. Yeah, they're still dead.
Okay, so nobody checked on them.
Yeah, I'm gonna come in here and grab one and drag it out here and toss it that way.
All right.
Sorry.
And
Not
more
me
of
drag them,
those.
but try to toss it over that way.
All right. Which one? Okay. All right. So.
Okay, he seems like he's occupied with the flesh. Let's go ahead and move past quickly.
Alright.
Are we going to be able to get by him again after we escort them out?
Free, you should
There's
probably
another
bring that
bugbear.
body.
What's that? I mean,
Have
he's
Free bring the body with him just in case he turns around us.
well, we're gonna take these out of this 100-foot tunnel and come back. I doubt he's gonna eat a bugbear in that amount of time.
He been eating it for a while though.
Yeah, so we'll
So-
escort them all the way out the tunnel, and so they can cross the field on their own, I think.
Yeah, they should recognize the town.
All right. Yep. And they run out, and they disappear then.
Okay. Guessing we should probably take the long way back around again, since the bridges were pretty rickety.
More of those just flew off.
Yeah, he's fast. And Droop, where'd Morthos go? Mortho. He goes, eye monster in there. Eye monster. Eye monster scary.
Yeah, let's head back now.
Okay, yeah, we'll go back all the way around, back all the way up to here.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Now these doors were not locked, right?
I think they were.
Those doors are locked. Actually,
All right.
yeah,
Is the key on our ring?
Yeah, the key opens it up. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I unlock the door, but then I motion and bow towards Free Walker. This time you can go first. Maybe there's more ruffians on the other side.
Yep. So let's see. All right. Who's doing what now?
So you're unlocking the door and allowing me to open it. You're not going to be stealthy and try to open it quietly.
If you guys want, you can move back and I'll open it with Mage Hand.
I know. I mean, they would have probably heard the cop. I just opened the door. Let's just go for it. Every 10 feet, doubles west end of the hall.
And this is what you see.
Long, empty, narrow passages.
Okay, so is that a door at the south? Yes. Sneak down there and go take a peek.
Yes, I am very cautious about long, seemingly empty, narrow passageways. So I'm going to move ahead slowly and cautiously, taking a look out for arrow slits or anything along that line, triplet wires across the bottom of the floor, anything like that.
All right. You don't see anything where you're standing. No. No. Right yet. No. Give me a perception check.
I knew it.
You don't know it yet.
I probably still don't know it. I'm having the worst dice the last 2 nights.
Okay, and let me see. Let's see. Notes. Okay. Give me a dex save.
Yeah, at least it's Dex. Oh, are you kidding me?
1 moment, please. Please hold.
A moment of silence.
And down you go. The floor basically caves in, and you fall down and get popped for. Oh, damn.
Max damage.
Oh, man.
You're dying.
Yeah, he's. Oh, no. That's supposed to be this. Morthos is down. You hear him fall down and oof! And he doesn't, you don't hear any noise, and Droop looking down. He no look good. He no look good.
So what are we dealing with there? Just
You
a pit?
look down and it's a 20-foot drop to
20 foot.
Yep. And Morthos is
Anybody have rope?
laying.
I do.
Yep.
Free, why don't you go down, grab him since you have strength, and I'll throw a rope down too.
Why don't I stay up here and pull? We'll tie the rope on Lorne, send him down, let him do medicine check on Morthos, and see if he can stabilize him.
All right.
Medic.
So obviously, I am out of spell slots now. Actually, Marivek, you're a bard, right? Do you still have a spell slot available?
I do have a spell slot, yes.
And do you have a cure spell?
I do have a cure spell, yes.
We'll send Marivek down there with his cure spell.
That's right.
And he's nice and light too, so I can lower him down.
All right, you can throw a rope down there, and Marivek, you're gonna hop on down in there, and before you can, Droop Slimmer's down there, and he's trying to push Morthos. Wakey, 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 wakey,
Man, you do have a friend, Morthos.
wakey, wakey. He almost wants to poke you with the sticky stick. Maybe that'll wake him up.
No, it's not gonna help.
Don't do that, Droop.
All right,
But-
so I'm down in the hole.
That will help. That will help. All right, so you're gonna cast Cure Wounds on Morthos.
Healing word.
All right.
Wait,
so-
whoa, whoa. Is that the only healing spell you got?
That's all I got.
Okay. Well, you could have done that from the top, I think.
Yeah, you're
Well,
right.
just drag them both up, would you?
Healing word.
Oh yeah, well, you can see. You know,
All right. So
well,
I'll roll it.
I'm a very light dying person. I can still hear things.
All right. So roll this. Cast your spell on him.
7 points.
Morthos.
All right.
Oh, that hurt. Left a mark. See, I told you sticky stick would have worked. It would have been quicker.
it probably would have been quicker.
All right, so now you have 3 creatures down in a 20-foot pit. You've noticed along both the north and south little edges there is a small ledge. It's very small, but it is there.
What's the rules on jumping? I mean, it's only 10 feet across. I should be able to jump across that fairly easy, right?
It's an athletics check.
But
Acrobatics,
what
sorry.
would be the difficulty on that?
Well, I know it.
Or-
I know it, not
Or
you.
just walk on the little thin ledge.
Either one.
Yeah, this is better. Let's
Acrobatics-
go up on the far side so we don't need
acrobatics
to
are the
climb up and then
ledges.
jump.
Acrobatics are on the ledges. It's athletics on the jump.
I'm doing the jump then.
So you can. Ooh.
Don't fall
I
on
mean, I would have failed that on the acrobatics also.
You plop down in air
Wait.
and.
Wait,
Weren't you the one that was going to pull us up?
I still have the
Right.
bardic inspiration. I'm using my bardic inspiration. There we go.
Oh no! You just skirted death there, my friend, and yeah, you're not dead. It wouldn't have killed you, but yeah, you were getting
All
ready.
right, so now then, I'll pull them up on that rope.
All right, so you have them. They come. All right, I'll give him that. All right, so now
All right, so then I'll toss it across to Bart, and so give him hopefully some advantage on his acrobatics check to come across.
you're gonna do. Bart, are you gonna skirt the ledge?
Yes.
All right, give me an
I'm
acrobatics
not
check.
going to try and jump.
Yep. Acrobatics check, please.
And you got it.
You're-
And I'll do the same thing with Lauren.
You did both. You both succeeded.
All right, here we go.
Yep. And from there, you can see that.
I guess I'll take the lead now and from Morthos since he's a little banged up.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for getting me out of there, guys.
You basically see kind
You
of.
two jerk.
The
Actually,
hallway-
you know what? Why don't we back off? Well, shit, no. Let's not go around that pit again. Why don't we just camp here for a half an hour and do a short rest and get some hit points back?
Yeah, and I would give that would give Lauren a spell slot back, right, or not, or Bart it would, right? So
I'm a half elf.
I
I
thought
don't
well,
think
I-
it does me on a half
It's
rest.
it's a matter of class, I think, as opposed to the
oh, it is. Well, then would Lauren get it because he's elf then, right?
Well, I don't know if this is if this
you-
helps at all, but I've got second level bard. I've got Song of Rest. So this is during a short rest. Any friendly creature can hear me, gets an extra 1d6. Every little bit helps.
Well, Morthos is.
Oh,
what,
Is that
Morthos-
during a short rest?
Is that hit points?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1d6 extra hit points at the end of the rest.
Okay.
All right. Before we take this rest, can I use 2 of my sorcery points to gain back one of my spell slots?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what they can be done with. Yep. Yep. I think you were
All
looking
right.
that up. Yep.
Well, I'm going to use those before we rest, and then maybe use the next 2 after.
It's your. So your sorcery points.
I can trade 2 of them to free up 1 spell slot.
Okay. All right. So, but you can. You said you were going to do it after the rest, or do it on?
Yeah, don't I get my sorcery points back after a short rest?
I believe that's a good question. I don't remember. Let's go look that real quick. That is.
I thought that's what it said.
Just make sure.
was
I'm going to sorcery
short
right
rest
now.
to get my sorcery points.
And that was for, was it the sorcerer or, was it the,
I think it was in the meta magic.
let's go back over here. All right. Third level, you gain, no, the third, no, it's not meta magic. Sorcerers, no, that's, which, Bart, 1 second here while we're looking this up. You are, half elf sword, but there was, sorry guys, I'm trying to look at this up real quick.
I thought when we looked at it before,
Yeah, I'm
on
trying
a
to
short rest, you get your sorcery points back, but not spell slots.
But which?
And there's our train.
Storm sorcery. That was not what it was. Was it? I'm looking them up right now. Okay, it's under Font of Magic. All right, so you have 2 sorcery points, and you gain more as you reach higher levels. You can use the sorcery points to gain additional spell slots, or sacrifice spell slots to gain sorcery points. So you can transform unexpended sorcery points into 1 spell slot as a bonus action on your turn. So, and then the question, as a bonus action, you can, okay, so how do you get them back? You regain all your sorcery points when you finish a long rest.
So I gain all of them in a long rest.
Yeah, you don't get them back after a short rest.
Alright, well still, I'll go ahead and
do it anyway.
use
Right.
them now.
Yeah.
To get a spell slot.
Alright, anybody else? So
does Lauren get a spell slot back?
that's a good question. So he is a
Cleric.
But he's an elf though, so I was trying to see if that
I don't think the race has anything to do with it. It's more each of the class.
So, all right, short. Let's look up cleric real quick. So I don't remember. So and let's see. So
you regain all expended spell slots when you finish a long rest.
that's all. Nothing on short rest then, huh?
All it says, yep.
Okay.
So no spell back for Lauren.
Yeah, I thought. Okay. So there you go. Guess it's just on a wizard then, on source.
All right. So Free Walker is going to spend his hit die.
Okay. Morthos, what about you?
Yes, I will also be spending 1 hit die.
Okay.
And the extra 1d6 if you need it.
Nope. Nah.
Yes, I will take the 1d6.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
So down to 1 hit point down.
All right. And tell Droop to watch the pit and make sure nothing comes out of it while we're resting.
Okay.
Morthos, you need to change your hit points from 2 down to 1. Your wound. Because that didn't go automatically. You had to change it.
I got it. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Yes, good catch.
Okay. So, and Bart, you got your spell slot back, right?
Yes, I went down from.
Okay.
I have 2 now.
Yep. You got 1 left.
Or
you
one.
used 1.
From 3.
Yep. Okay. So.
Is that a door? But
yep. There's kind of it kind of goes. It's a little under a little ledge, and you see a door just out there. Yep.
Okay. Morthos, do you want to take the lead again, or you want me to go in?
Yeah, I'll check it out. Why not? I got to pass one of these checks, right?
Hopefully after that rest, you'll be better off.
Well, check it for traps, and if nothing else, I can use Mage Hand to open it while everybody's away from it.
When you get close to it, you can see that it's slightly cracked open.
Yep, door's already open, guys. Open it just enough to look it down and see, make sure that there's no ambush waiting.
You can look in and you kind of see what looks to be some stairs going up and down, and kind of a.
All right, opens up into a courtyard with a bunch of stairs going above us. After you, Free.
All right, so
all right, you step into the room. and you can see basically it's kind of a ledge. The stairs kind of form a ledge above you. You kind of came up from underneath, you know, between the stairs. And another.
Okay, so there's stairs up and it goes around where we came underneath, and there's stairs up again to that door.
Yeah, exactly. You got to go up the stairs and around. It's kind of a ledge, a C. It's kind of a C.
Up and up to get to that door.
Exactly.
What about what's to
and
the
over here? You
to
see
the west there.
Yeah.
What's over that way? There we go.
So you see barrels full of. Let me let's see.
So there's one door on the west.
1 second. Here we go. So there you go. Wait, did I not? Did I not? Oh, I did it. I'm dirt. Okay. All right. So you see, definitely supplies. You know, same type of stuff you saw in the other storeroom. And
any more beaver pelts and all these supplies, or anything else of value?
Can't really tell what you've got. So, you see the water cistern. You know, it's kind of very shallow. Well, I should say shallow. Where is it? Oh, actually, I'm sorry. It is. You can see that it does have a depth to it, but there's a small rim around the edge of it, and you see definitely from this cistern going back toward the door to the east looks like watery footprints.
So it looks like someone came out of the water and went up here to this door?
Yep.
Mermaid.
Okay.
And nothing of value in the barrels and supplies?
It is, you look through them and they are salted pork, beef, flour, sugar, if you move them around, if that's what you want to do to kind of search through them all, you find sugar, apples, ale,
Okay.
All right.
Well, looks like people definitely went to the east, but do we want to secure the west just to make sure no one sneaks up on us like we've been doing?
Yeah,
I think we need to check that door.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen at that door first.
You detect nothing.
Okay. I'll try it. Is it locked?
No, it is not.
I'll open door.
Can Maravek tell how deep that water is?
It looks to be about 10 feet.
10 feet?
Yeah, it's a pool. Yeah, it's just,
Can I just hop in and swim a little bit and see if I see where they would have came from?
No, you search around and all that, you see what looks to be a rope that it was hanging attached kind of underneath the waterfall, and it's just kind of laying there on the floor, on the bottom of the floor.
Pull it.
It's
Yeah,
not.
I'll grab the rope.
Yeah, it's just kind of tied on one end. Yeah, and nothing happens. You just, it's just a rope in the water.
Huh.
That's strange. Okay, I'll open that door.
Gentlemen.
Oh, more of these guys. Fantastic.
Oh, good.
Who said secure the door?
Give me initiative, please. Yep.
Mortos.
All right. So more ruffians in there? Nothing, no flavor text or anything for this?
Let me see. Hold on a second. If the all right, they're gonna, unfortunately for you, you're gonna get one of them's popping you. All right. So I'm sorry. Ask that question again.
I was just looking for a better description or more information on what happened when we opened the door and looked in.
When you looked in the room, they had been wrestling around in the barrels and stuff like that, and they and they heard it, and so they were waiting for Free to say hello, and they're saying hello back to him. So they're gonna get a free pop on him. First one misses, and
At least we have them narrowed out.
the second one misses. All right, and so that puts us at the top of the order. So,
All right, can I go up on those barrels or in that area and take a sticky stick at
you
Red Brand Ruffian?
step on the barrel. I want an acrobatics check to step on the barrel.
Sure.
All right. All right, you're fine on the barrel. Okay.
All right, and because this guy attacked Free, he's another enemy within 5 foot, so I get sneak on him.
All right. Hit.
Okay, and I will use disengage to do a fancy little acrobatic move off the barrels and out of melee.
All right. Free.
Alrighty, so that is number 2 there. Alright.
Miss.
Miss. Oops, sorry. I hit the wrong button.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, that was the wrong button there.
So that was
Number
6
two.
points to take off of him.
Yeah.
Who hit? Did
It
he
was
get hit?
6 points that
Yeah.
rolled. So.
Yeah. I see it now. I forgot that Morthos had hit him. I was like, going, how did he get damaged? Okay, so we're good.
Okay. Jesus. Okay.
This is painful.
Bart.
All right. Can I see all three of them from where I'm at?
You can only see one because Free's in the way, and so if you do any type of shot, he's going to get partial coverage because Free's a big guy.
All right. If I move right behind Free, can I see all three of them?
Bart.
Yeah.
Somebody's upset about something.
Somebody's upset. Bart, you need to take care of that.
There's a snail.
All that is over a snail.
Okay, so Bart,
Yes.
you can move on up, and I'm gonna ask. You can definitely see the first one. So if you will beat a 10 on perception checks, 2 more. That'll give you the option that you can see. So I need 2 perception rolls to see if they are discernible with this massive beating. Yeah. So no. All right. So you're not. That was the first one. So you're not going to see the second one. You can only see one of them. All right. So I wanted successful rolls on that. So.
All right. So, but I can see Ruffian
You can
one.
see the one that's standing in front of Free. Yep.
All right. So I'm going to try and do. I want to do chromatic orb
Oh boy, here we go.
and use fire to see if maybe it spreads to the other two.
Oh my. So he is gonna throw.
At one.
Alright, it's a 4-inch diameter of energy, and you use fire, and so you've got to do a melee attack. Wait, sorry, ranged.
Ranged.
Sorry,
yes.
ranged. Yeah, sorry. Do a ranged attack. So do your attack roll from your spell.
On one.
Yeah. Ooh, it
No, okay.
It ricocheted and fell back into the water. Oops.
Alright, I'm gonna move back to here
All right.
and finish it.
All right.
And I'm gonna go see about the snail. I'll
Yeah,
be
go right
back.
ahead. Go right ahead.
Good luck.
All right.
Lauren, what do you want him to do?
Only cantrips left, so he's going to try a Sacred Flame again. And of course, he succeeded. So that's going to pass his turn.
Maravac, you're swimming around in the water.
Yep, I'm gonna pop up out of the water.
Yeah, it's gonna be half movement to get up out. Okay.
Okay, so if I'm Am I starting from this spot? Because
It's
I
where
kind of was like
that's
half in
fine.
the corner here.
That's fine.
Should I-
Yeah, that's fine. All right, yeah.
All right,
You
so
can-
it's 10, 15. Can I do my little acrobatic action to get on top of the barrels here?
5.
No, you know what? I don't even need to. Scratch that. I'm going to go right here. And
Okay.
I think you guys know what's happening.
Vicious mockery.
Here it comes.
Vicious Mockery
Here it comes.
on
On.
Ruffian 2.
Yep, that's right. It's the only one you really can see.
I
Did
can
that roll?
see between my legs and see them all.
Did that roll target? I thought I dropped it on him, but that...
It didn't. There you go. He failed.
Yes!
Of course you did.
Marivac, I want to be your hype man.
And damage 2, and his disadvantage on his
Yep.
next attack roll. And unfortunately, I've expended my 3 bardic inspirations until a long rest, so I need to pass my turn.
All right. 1 moves. 2 has. He misses. Oh boy, almost had a 1 there. He misses, and the other ones are going to step back. So, and they see this beast, and Droop swimming. He's getting a bath. He hadn't had a bath in a while. Alrighty, so Morthos.
Repeat of last round. Acrobatics up on the barrel, then a stab.
All right, give me an acrobatics check to see if you don't fall on your face. You have a tendency to do that.
You might as well just stay up there.
You're good. He's a little gun shy. That's a hit.
Actually, heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
think
could
I'm
be-
actually, instead of disengage, I'm going to use my bonus action to do a second attack with my offhand dagger.
your sneak attack damage did not
Yeah,
roll. It only rolled your 1d8 plus 3.
Oh. Wait, hold on. You are correct. Affects sneak attack damage 1d6. Huh. Roll 0.
I don't
Yeah,
think.
but it rolled that before you rolled your attack roll.
Yeah. That's fine. So 5 more. Is that what we're saying?
Yep.
He's still standing.
Yeah, instead of disengage, I'm going to use my bonus action to do a secondary attack with my offhand dagger.
Okay.
I don't have a shortcut for that, so give me a second.
Hit.
All right, perfect. Now you should be able to move in free.
I don't know if I want to. I like it that they can only attack me one at a time here. So I'm gonna ready an action and hold. So if they come at me, I'll attack them. But I'm gonna stay put.
Alrighty. Bart, are you back from your snail hunt? You
Doesn't
may,
sound like it.
you may not be. Well, we'll pass it to Lauren, and Bart can come back when he's got his snail ops done.
Can Lauren see either of those two?
Not really, because they are sitting there waiting for you to enter the room.
Okay. Then he'll hold his action also.
Marivac.
Yeah, so if he can't see him, I can't see him.
Well, I mean, you're 3 feet tall and I'm 8 feet tall. You could probably look underneath me.
You could occupy this. You can occupy the space underneath there. Not permanently, but
But if I move back out of there
Yeah, you could step up and probably do a vicious mockery and then back out.
without an attack of opportunity there?
oh yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're definitely outside.
Well, if you go into the same spot where I'm at, then you're not close enough to get an attack
that's
of
correct.
opportunity.
Correct.
Okay.
So
We're
what
going to
do
go on,
is
let's
put
see,
you-
Ruffian
put you slightly
Ruffian
there.
1.
All right. Oh, but he's saved.
Oh,
He's saved. He smirks at you. Short little putts.
I'm running out of material.
We've heard that
You
before.
write some new jokes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Heard that before.
All right.
Try again, pal. All right. So, what are they gonna do? Let me make sure. All right. Well, he says, "Live young, die young." All right.
YOLO.
YOLO.
Probably still think this is part of a dream. A giant Goliath with a gnome between his legs and a weird
Nice.
eating creature balancing.
All right, so do I get my action now because I readied it?
Yep, I'll give that to you. Yep.
All right, so that's Ruffian 3. It keeps giving me Lord. Why does...
Do I need to pass you free, or can you take care of that stuff?
Well, if
Can you
free
put
ha-
all my action
yeah,
there?
that's-
Because, I mean, it's...
yeah, yeah.
There we go. All right, it says... There we go. All right. That damn longsword does not want to hit. There we go. All right, so you want to move the turn back to Morthos? There you go.
All right, give this guy a poke. He moved up and attacked free, right?
That's right.
Yep.
So I get sneak attack.
It did the same thing again.
It is. It's adding it like damage.
Are you dragging that to the ruffian or to yourself?
I have a shortcut to it, so I'm actually just clicking my shortcut for sneak attack.
Let me.
broken.
I think. Hold on. Let me see. Sneak attack. Let me drag it. That drags onto you. Sneak attack damage
So can I
roll.
target myself?
Hold on. Let me see. Morthos.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I have to target myself first. FX roll.
Well,
sneak attack.
I just dragged that onto you. I did that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So now try it.
Still get yourself targeted. You need to untarget yourself and target him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or are you going to
He's number 3.
You need to untarget yourself.
There you
There
go.
you go. Got it. Good.
Hit.
Nice.
There it goes. Yep.
All right, awesome. He's
Sweet.
heavy. Yeah, I'll use my second attack for the dagger, seeing I'm already up here.
All right.
Nice.
All right. So he's
All right,
still
and that's
heavy.
it for me.
All right. Next attack. Jesus, that
Dude, keep missing
you
it
got
up.
it.
Man.
Let's just
we need
switch
to
rolls.
rotate
You've passed
back.
more sneak attacks, and you've passed more sneak checks, and I've passed more hit checks this combat.
At least it's not hitting me, so I'll just stay there.
All right,
All right,
Bart.
Bart, you there? You back
Yes,
yet?
sir.
So
I am.
you're up.
All right, so they're within 5 foot of each other.
Yes.
All right, so I can hit them both with that to splash.
All right.
All right. All right, splash on 3. He
He's
failed. All right, damage on 3. All right, splash on 1.
Uh-oh.
Failed.
Oh, that's right.
And damage on 1. Alright, I'll kneel down to take partial cover and pass my turn.
Dang. Woohoo! Lauren did something. All right, Marivac, your turn.
Nice job.
Run in there, Marivac. Show them how it's done.
These are nothing compared to a bugbear.
That's right.
You know what? You're right.
Oh my God.
No.
Give him a good talking to.
Yeah, I'm gonna use some words on him. Here we go.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh, this,
Ooh.
Of course he did.
Yeah, he gives you the finger.
He pretty much
this
did.
guy.
He put.
This
He,
guy knows all my tricks.
he reached into his pants and, you know what, and did a little scratch. So at you. So
You're nothing compared to the nun that used to
Yeah.
teach me.
he's gonna. He says, you know what? He hasn't got any options. So he is swinging away, and he is pathetic.
Wow.
Nice.
Hey, and that guy attacked free. So let's see if I can get this to work right this time. Let me try, before you assign my sneak attack, let me try it really quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
Yeah, I think it might have reset the permission on the effects because I no longer have permission to assign sneak attack, and I did last week.
There you go. I had to
Alright.
assign it to the rogue character all day yesterday, all during it. So play around with it when you get done, you know, or if we have to get online another time and, you know, to see if we get it working. That's fine.
And I missed. And because this guy's in damage, I'm going to use my free action to move back out of combat. My cutting edge or cutting evasion or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm. All right. Free, you're up. Oh my
Wow.
lord!
Oh my god.
Freeze a little. Bart, you're up.
All right. Well, let's use my last spell slot and do magic missile.
All right.
Yeah, we're not damaging him any other way.
Wow.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Okay then.
It's more than I've done to him.
I'll just crouch back down and hide.
All right. Orange gonna try this sacred flame again. All right. 6. Good. Right back.
Here we go. Yeah. His will's breaking.
Make sure you put him on that disadvantage before he attacks me.
Did it work? Oh, so he did fail.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, he failed.
I was trying to find something silly to play, and I didn't. All right, there we go. So you know where he's going with it.
Yeah, Miravac, you may need to get a bunch of George Carlin clips for next week.
I thought this was supposed to be a family-friendly stream here.
That's right. It is.
All right, get some Bill Cosby then.
Is this?
Well,
Yeah, that's family friendly.
Yeah.
That's right. Morthos, you're
We're
up.
talking early Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in the 80s.
It's good stuff. All right.
Do some Seinfeld.
No, I listened to his stuff all the way back in the day. Man.
More
All right.
toast.
Morth.
Finish him
All
off.
right, let's jump back up on the barrels and try and attack.
Give me an acrobatics check. All right, you're fine. Damn, I wanted
And
to fall.
this qualifies for sneak, right? Oh, it's still on me. Cool, thank you.
Miss.
Oh.
He's already at heavy, so I'm going to use my extra action this time for a second attack with my dagger.
All right.
That's it.
Nice.
Boom.
Nice.
Good work.
Good job, Marthos.
Oops, my bad. Darn it.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Since all three of them are in the doorway, I'll step up and roll their bodies.
Darn it. I got to turn that off. Sorry about that. All right, there's nothing. Okay, sorry. What were you doing now?
So I'm gonna roll the bodies.
So let's see what is on these gentlemen. Let's cellar. I don't need. Where? Okay, there it is. Let's see. Yeah, you find some moolah. So let's put it on over here. And there are. These are cloaks. All right, so. Oops.
I'm not proficient in perception, but I see only 2 beds, and we killed 3 red brands.
Yeah.
And maybe they were shacking up.
The evil of these people.
All right. I'll have I mean, we've got a bunch of things now, which we haven't actually done detect magic on most of his stuff. Lorna's used all his spell slots, but he can run detect magic as a ritual, and cast that without a spell slot. So let's have him come and detect magic on all the stuff we found. And while he's doing that, we can search the room and see if there's anything else in here.
All right, getting close.
Yeah,
so
do any of
close.
these barrels contain anything of
Nope.
note or value?
You basically, Aaron. Sorry, I can put this in here so you can kind of see. I hate it when it does that. All right. There are just stuff, and they I've given you what
Double
they had
bunks.
on them.
These are bunk beds.
Yep. So
Okay, so there's 4 beds in here, right?
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So and you got XP for it, and you got stuff for them all. So you found silver pieces and gold pieces and a few gems. Excuse me. That's it.
Okay. So Lauren gets his ritual off. How
Okay.
much of this stuff is magic?
Okay, so detecting magic. Just not identifying or detecting. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just detecting. Yeah, detect magic.
The stuff that you found, there was nothing magical in there at all. The 2 scrolls that you have, are.
What about that jade frog was not magic?
Nope. Just the 2.
What about the bracelets?
Just the 2 scrolls. That's it.
There's a gold bracelet and a gold earring with ruby. None of those are magic.
None of those are magical. Let me make sure. Nope, that's right.
Okay.
So I can't use Arcana to. We have to identify
Yeah,
them.
they are
right?
magical. Yeah, you're written. When you look at a magical scroll until you identify the writing, and it is gibberish to you.
All right.
So
Okay. Alrighty.
So stairs up or through the door to the east?
Sorry.
let's see. Let me just so I.
Let's check for a secret passageway over here. $11. Nope. All right, so I found it. So I'll open that up.
And
I'm guessing that's going to connect back over there to the chasm. Yep. All right.
Nice.
Somebody whispering to me.
I don't know. No, I would think it was Marivac.
Oh yeah, it just said nice.
Okay. Let's go upstairs and check out that.
Yeah, I want to see this mermaid.
So
Morthos.
Yep. So where do these stairs up here go? It's just a balcony.
it's
that,
just
like,
that is
around?
just a ledge. Yeah,
There's
that's
the door right
Check
there.
this
That-
door to the east.
yeah. You don't. It is not locked, and it is slightly open. and you
Okay.
see the water tracks
Let's
go
check
out,
this out
and
with the water trail.
it basically it's a set of stairs coming up, and you see sky, and you are on the back side of the manor.
Oh, hey.
Okay, looks like a rear patio. Let's head on in and see what's there.
It's nothing. You're in the ruins of the manor on the top. You're outside now. So
All right, it's a good escape way.
yeah,
Is it on the top level where the manor's at?
yeah, it's the main floor. It's like this that you're in the. It looks like from outside. It's the entrance to the cellar. You know, would be kind of. So you're back. You're finding yourself kind of back in the back of the manor in the kitchen area. Here, you know, there's nothing really. There's not a map for it really. It's just kind of you're outside because the manor's pretty much there's nothing of the manor on the outside. It's just broken down, burnt out. Destroyed.
So where's
shell.
the front entrance to the manor? If we hadn't come
Here.
through the secret passage
So-
and we had walked up the trail,
Yeah, let me
where
give
would we
you,
have ended up?
I'm
We're down
gonna,
the west side.
so
think.
if I give you, let's see here. 1 second. Let me give you the map. So you're basically seeing yourself on the back side here. See the stairwells? See?
Okay, yeah.
Yep, that's where you find yourself outside now.
Okay.
All right, so it's
we
just the way
killed-
out.
That's correct.
Cool. So we've cleared this place out, but we never found the wizard who's in charge.
Oh, we haven't cleared the top level.
I still gotta go upstairs. Yeah.
There are no stairs.
How many of these red brands have we killed? So we killed 9 inside, and we killed 3 more outside. So that was like 12, right?
Plus 3 in town. That's
Right. That's what I'm talking about. We
15
killed
of the 20.
3 in the town. No, we killed. I think if I counted right, red brands themselves. We killed 4 drinking, and we killed 2 more in the jail. That's 6, and we just killed 3 in the storeroom. That's 9, and there was 3 more we killed in the town. So that was 12. Well, I guess we killed 2 in prison. The guy we talked to said there was about 20 guys, so we're still missing about 8 more of them, give or take, plus glass staff, and we are out of healing. This might be a good time to head back to the inn and get some sleep.
Yeah, it is almost dawn, probably.
Yeah, it's you see it is light outside. Yes, it is. So
Can't we just try to bar the doors and take a rest here?
Well, I don't think there's anything else here.
Well, we still
Unless
gotta
we
go
missed a
upstairs.
secret passage.
We haven't been upstairs.
no, there is no upstairs.
Well, it's
Hey,
like a stairway up and a stairway down. So it's like a terrace. You go up where we are, lined up, and you walk over 10 feet, and then you walk back down.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Is that right?
No, the area where you're at, that is just, it's like you come out the door, and it's like a ledge looking down, and you go down the stairs, curve around, and then go down to the main level. You go down, across, down, and you're on the main level of this, this where the cistern is. If you go out the door, you're outside, and you are looking at the back of the manor, but there's nothing of the manor left except an empty husk of a shell. So it's all caved in and burned in, So you can see that
I wonder if we missed something in here. There's several secret passages. Let's come back. Go down here, go down, and then go back. I want to check these walls up here for secret passages.
Wait, can I just do like a generic intelligence check or an architecture check or something to see if there was extra secret passages? Where would they be put in, or where would my character feel that most likely that there would have been something like that we missed?
I can't find nothing.
Not really. You had to.
What is this white square, like right above my head here?
That's just the door. Okay, so that door is a passage that leads to where Free's
through
at.
the
Yeah.
lower area. This
Yeah,
Right.
That's
entered
right.
in.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, this part up here, that's a ledge, like a balcony that door goes underneath.
So just for my own edification, how do you do that temporary pointing thing?
You click, push your right and left mouse buttons at the same time, and just drag where you want it to go.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, how do you get rid of it then?
And you're right, do them both again. Just click them at the same time.
Woohoo!
Oh,
Wow.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Somebody else want to look over here where I'm at? I searched over there, but I fumbled my roll, so I got nothing.
I'll
All
search.
right, I'll move up here.
Come along, Droop.
you find nothing.
I haven't even rolled yet.
I think I found something.
Yeah, like me.
This wall looks solid, guys.
All right.
All right, I think we should take this door here since there were watery footsteps leading up to it.
Wait, can we go through that
Why?
trapdoor that was in the pool?
Why did they come through the water? Where would they have come from if the footsteps came out of the water and then up the...
I don't know. Maybe if someone was getting a bucket of water and just fell in. I don't know.
Well, regardless, there's footsteps leading out this door, right?
Yeah.
There were footsteps that came out of the water and went straight out the door.
Right.
So
Well,
I
let's,
think we should go out this door.
yeah, let's go out the door and go investigate then.
Here, I will let Free go first.
Go where? Where y'all going now? Sorry.
We're going out the door.
Yeah, so you're outside now.
And this is just ruins. There's nothing worth
There's
looking
nothing in the. Yeah, you can walk around. It is a husked out shell.
Can we make
Okay.
a tracking check
Yeah,
or
let's
something
follow
like
that.
that to try and follow
Survival.
the wet footprints?
Yeah. So
Survival.
yeah, let me give you the Vandalin. Okay, so we're back here then, and y'all find yourselves. Let's put you. Oh boy.
Oh,
Holy.
huge.
Hey!
All right.
What's this little building right here?
So
What's this building?
hold on. Let me get y'all on the map here. We're all okay. So yeah, you came out.
We're coming out up here, right?
That's right. You come out and you're looking at. It's just the manor's in ruins.
Yeah, I want to search for tracks coming up from out of that door.
Yeah, you see the tracks for a while. They go around the north side, and they start to head down the road. But then that's you after a while they turn. You don't, it turns to just other tracks, but you don't see any more muddy type tracks.
Yeah, they
So-
went. Let's just
So the wizard got
search-
away.
Let's search the ruins here and see if there's anything else here of interest.
Give me a perception check.
$16.
You don't find anything.
Could they have went down to the Red Brand Inn?
That's a good idea. Let's go down there to their drinking spot and see if there's anybody left. Anybody coming with me?
Waiting.
Oh, yeah, that was Lauren. Lauren's got my back.
Yeah, if anything, they'll all be passed out and hung over by now. So
Yeah. So I'll check the door to the what is that called? The sleeping giant?
Yep.
Is the door locked?
No, it's not, and you don't see anybody in there. And You look in and you don't even see the dwarf in there right now. You know,
So
It's not open.
is this an
It's not
inn or
open.
is it just a tavern?
it's just a tap house.
So they don't let rooms out here.
All right,
That's
so I
right.
think we're done. I think we cleared this out. The wizard got away. So we should probably go report back in to the Burgermeister and let him know, seeing it's dawn and morning, and our one Red Brand prisoner.
The wizard got away.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
wizard
know what
got away,
happened to
but it
him.
looks like the town is safe for now. The question is, will Black Spider send someone else?
So
Because,
Alright,
I
yeah,
mean,
so,
at this point, if we tell them everyone's gone and they send the town up there to the manor house, they'll be able to search it more thoroughly if there's anything little we missed or anything like that.
so we're gonna come down to the town master's place.
okay, so I'm looking at something. I am. This stuff's not broadcasting. All right, sorry guys. Okay. So, all right. So y'all make it down there. It's mid morning, so people are waiting. You don't, he's not open. There's no, it's locked. You don't see any activity going on in the building at the moment. So it's
I bang on the door. Bang, 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 bang.
Let me. All right. There's no answer to the door. Nobody's in there right now since it's already.
Let's just move to the inn. Take us a long rest. Let people know in the morning.
Well, you're right. It's morning. It's the early dawn. You've come out.
Okay.
Yeah. And so.
Alright, yeah. Let's go sleep, I guess.
Okay. While we're doing that,
We're all low on spells, and pretty sure we need to take a rest at the end.
yeah, it's a good idea. Though I'm going to try and offload Droop, like my original plan, to the farmers to the south, and see if he can work out with them as a farmhand.
Droop. Oh, I'm sorry. Droop forgot he was coming with you. He was. He is following y'all, and you're getting people. Some people that came out are, kind of screamed.
Well, yeah, I'll talk to Droop and find out. Does he want to go off and be by himself in the woods, or is he looking for something to do?
He would wish to go home. He would like to go home.
Does he know where home is, and can he get there himself?
He could. Yeah. He could run up to the trees, the forest that's north of Fandolin. And he says you can have Sticky Stick, because he doesn't want to fight. He doesn't like to fight. He just want to go home.
Okay, well, tell him he's free to do whatever he would like. We will help him head. If he's heading north, we're heading north probably later, so he can travel with us. Otherwise, he's free to go do whatever he wants.
He say nobody hurt me if I leave.
Yeah, they
Unless
might.
you attack anybody on the way out. No.
He gives.
This town has got a bad history.
Don't openly wave at people and draw attention to yourself, but if you just leave not by the main road, everyone will leave you alone.
And about halfway through that sentence, you see him zoo, and he runs west as fast as he can. And he says,
I just remembered something.
He
Well,
said,
guys, he's dead.
he says bye bye.
We need to go back into the underneath there and go back to that armory and clear out all those weapons. Those things will be worth some money.
This is true.
Yeah,
All
maybe
the
with
swords and the crossbows and all those things, spears that we left in there. We need to go back and get all the short swords from all these guys that we've killed, clean all those weapons out, and yeah, we can bring them back to town and probably sell some of those.
Yeah, it's still early morning. Let's, I'm willing to do that and forego my short rest or whatever at the inn for the next 30 minutes, 1 hour, however long it takes us to go up to the mountain top and pull that stuff down.
So you want to head back? You're gonna go get the.
Yeah, go get all the weapons.
Okay, and you bring those back, and you how you gonna carry them all? Just,
Well, there's 5 of us,
just
right? We,
plus all the gear that you've got on. So
Yeah.
there was a lot of stuff in there.
we can make multiple trips if we need to.
All right, where are you gonna store it all?
Can we rent a wagon or something from the town?
Actually, what about the wagon that we brought Praetor stuff down from?
No, that was the
It's up at the provision house.
yeah.
So-
that was their wagon.
I thought you said it was Praetor's
It was just
wagon.
it was just a wagon full of stuff. So
Well, I'm sure somewhere in this town, someone has a wagon that we can rent out for, 1 silver or something like that, and bring all the stuff back in.
Yeah, let's go back up there to the place where they dropped off that
Yeah,
stuff at the
right
north
here.
down there,
yeah,
and see if he can let us borrow that wagon.
okay. All right, so yeah, he basically I'll head up there, and you happen to see Barthen. He's kind of coming out from. He's coming around the building from the south, and he kind of he sees you walk in there, and he good morning to you, my lads. How can I be of service to you today? What brings you to my door?
Can we borrow that wagon that these guys brought the goods in the town for? We got some other stuff to bring back.
Oh, feel free. It's up in the livery, the barn, which is the little building to the north, right there.
Okay.
Yep, he's got a wagon, and he's got the 2 ox are sitting there too that were pulling it. You can hook them up, and you got yourself a wagon.
All right. Thank you.
So,
And we'll,
yep. So then that means you'll take the wagon up, and you'll take it'll take you a few hours, minimum, just roughly the 5 of you to go in and out of there. And I'm assuming, if you're looking, let's see, where's the map of the? So if we're sitting here,
Special interest to grab all the wizard stuff. That's probably worth more than the arms and armor.
well, so it'll take you a little bit longer time if you're going to go, because you got the pit to deal with, to go through and get the armory, and then you go across. And the wizard stuff was just notes. I mean, you can, I guess you can clean out the rest of the other stuff just in the lab. You found a couple.
Exactly,
yeah.
like in the glass and stuff like that's probably very valuable. So all the alchemy stuff and the distillation equipment for making potions.
now, do we want to do anything about this one-eyed monster, or because
I don't want to fuck with him. He could probably kill us in 1 round.
He
I
almost
doubt it.
killed me.
Yeah, I think he let us go, so let him go.
Yeah, most of the material in the wizard's lab is of no value. Hate to tell you, it's just
Okay.
stuff. Except for there's 3 bottles that you found. That those might be something they stood out. Then in his in the actual what you figured might be the wizard's quarter, you've got the notes, some books, his stuff, and he was researching to try to make, by the looks of it, an invisibility potion, but he hadn't. It looks like from his notes that he wasn't quite there.
But
And
the
the
armory had several spears, crossbow bolts.
Now that,
like-
yeah, you've got
Oh,
armory.
Hold on a second, guys. Could he not have updated his notes? Maybe he went invisible and he went right by us.
And it was his wet footsteps.
Yeah, that was his footsteps. He was kind of watching us and went and left and stuff like that. I mean, if I had suddenly stumbled upon it, I don't know if I would finalize my notes or not.
So,
could be. There's also all these crates and kegs and barrels full of food and things like that. These things we could probably sell some of that stuff too, if not all of it. I mean, is that going to be worth some money, Duff?
they don't. I'm sure. I mean,
I guess
That's
short
a-
version is we loot the hell out of the place.
yeah. I mean, I'm
Right,
sure.
but I mean, the stuff from the armory has to be worth money.
Well, yeah,
Well,
look at that stuff.
yeah,
nice
okay,
bow.
so-
all the weapons,
Take-
all the swords, all the
take
short
notes.
swords the guys wore.
Someone take notes
Take
for
all
me.
that.
Take notes for me here. You got 12 spears, 6 short swords,
12 spears.
6 short swords, 4 long swords, 6 light crossbows,
6 light crossbows.
and 8 quivers of 20 bolts each. And actually make that 5 short sword. Actually, you got the short sword back from, it was through sticky, so you got that back from him. So yeah, you're good.
Okay. Does anybody need a crossbow or some arrows or spear?
I'm going to keep at least one of the quivers of our crossbow bolts.
Okay, so that leaves us with 7. Anybody else?
I think I've got a light crossbow and 40
Yeah, you're probably
bolts, so I'm good.
What about all these barrels and crates of food and stuff? Is that going to be worth our time? 'Cause, I mean, there's probably gold for each one of those things, right? That's a lot of food and stuff.
Can we just get like the town master to pay us and have him send people to go get it?
I can't tell you that. Y'all have to decide that.
So, do I add another 20 crossbow bolts to mine?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we're the heroes of Phandalin, guys. Should we be doing all this grunt work?
Well, considering nobody else is willing to come into this area, I'm going to guess that we have to.
I mean, it's
We
going to
just
take
tell
you.
them to take
It's
some
going to take you a full
dead
day.
animals so they can feed the mysterious monster. They'll get clear passage in. No problem.
Well, if we're going to send the villagers up in here, then we're going to have to do something about this one-eyed monster. Because otherwise, he's going to eat.
Yeah, I'm with
make-
I'm with Marivac. If we send them in the way that we came out, coming in the front by the cistern and all that, they won't even encounter the monster. Just warn them that he's there and say not to go downstairs, and move on from that. I think we're wasting a lot of time on some really little grunt stuff.
That's true. We came in an outside exit, so
They would just
if they
need
came in
maybe
where we came out. They
just
wouldn't
take some
even-
ladders to bridge that gap. They're industrious people.
All right. I did my due diligence, so I'm not going to sweat it when this monster eats the villagers.
They
We won't
shouldn't
even
interact
we
with-
won't even tell the villagers about the hidden entrance by the woods. We'll tell them go in through.
Doesn't matter.
We can draw a map.
If they go in there, they're going to wander into that room with the crevice, and they're going to get eaten. But I don't really care, so it's no sweat off my back.
And then they hire us to come kill the monster later, and we make more money.
We just get paid up front.
All right, so let's in this the room with the cistern and all those crates and stuff. Let's load all that stuff in the wagon and take it down.
All right, let's see. That is going to be. You've got. It looks 1, 2. You've got 3 barrels of salted pork and beef. A couple barrels of flour.
Hold on, so 3 barrels.
Of salted pork and beef.
Okay.
We'll do, let's see, a couple barrels of flour, 2 barrels of flour, 1 barrel of sugar, 1 barrel of apples,
1 barrel what?
apples,
Apples.
and 4 smaller kegs of ale, looks like.
All right. Is that everything?
In that first room, yeah.
What about the storeroom where we killed those last 3 guys?
That's their barracks. That is same stuff. Yeah, oh boy, it doesn't really say anything of what they are. It's just the barrels here can contain the same provisions as those in the same that area next door. So
Let me just double everything.
yeah, just double it all. Yeah, they were just stockpiling by the looks of it.
All right, let's load this stuff up and into the wagon, and we'll take it down to the provisioning places and see if they want to buy a bunch of food
Yes.
and weapons.
All right, so you load that all up in the wagon, plus all your weapons, and you head on back down. Now, so where are we going with it? Tell me now.
Well, the lady at the Blue Line was very appreciative. Let's go talk to her.
And we might want to show Holly over the trader, see if any of this paperwork was what she was offering the 100 gold for.
Yep, let's do that also.
That's at the Blue Line, right?
No, that was across the street.
Yeah, that's across the street.
The Blue Lion is this building here, and Hollia is the Miners Exchange, which is south.
Right, there's right.
Yeah, that's the Miners Exchange. That's correct. Yep. And so, where are we going first?
Let's go to the Blue Line first.
Okay.
Do you really want us to move all our guys around this map?
Just put everybody in the center. Just put everybody in the town square. Just move all your move everybody there, and so you go there, and she just was getting stuff in order, and she sees y'all pulling up, and she comes running out to Spec. She goes, "Looks like you found my. Oh wait, these aren't my provisions. Where did you find all this stuff?"
Well, we just went up and cleared out all the red brands up in the manor.
No, you did not. How's that possible? How?
Look at me.
Yeah, that's true.
I went in and I kicked their asses.
How's that
because
possible?
we're an amazing
He
group.
hit at least one guy.
Wow.
Yeah, right about here is where we would like our statues erected.
Oh my! That you need to let the town master know. He's not going to believe it either. And Sildar.
Yeah, we knocked on his door a few hours ago, but he wasn't there yet.
Well, he lives across the street. He doesn't live in the town master hall. His house is across the street south. He's got a little farm. He doesn't do much with it, but his house is. I'm sorry, no, it's actually right down the street.
Is it that one right there?
No, I'm sorry, it's this one right here. Oh, I do this wrong. All right, his house is right here.
Okay.
Yeah. So she goes, no, you got to go down that second house on the left.
Okay, well, anyway, the reason we came to see you is we got a dozen spears, we got half dozen short swords, some long crossbows.
Well,
We got a bunch of barrels of salted pork and beef and flour and apples and sugar.
Yes,
and
you now have
eggs and
enough.
ales. You interested in purchasing any of this stuff?
Let me look. She says I would be more than willing to look over the weapons and all. The rest of the provisions I'd take up to Barthen. He and actually put those.
So you're
in
interested in the weapons?
Oh,
and
yes.
We'll take up the food and stuff to him.
Hold on a second, Free. Do we want to sell the weapons, or do we want to give them to the town master so we can actually recruit a militia and possibly fend off any future Red Brand attacks?
We want to sell the weapons, and he can buy them from her.
I agree with that. Yeah, let's sell them.
I will never turn down a gold, so this sounds okay.
All right, so she reviews the weapons and all that, and based on of their usabilities and all that, she's willing to give you 75 cents on the dollar for their
Make
deal.
it 82 cents on the dollar.
She says she's willing to give you 75.
Not even a persuasion check here.
I just thought you were whispering, so I mean you can try to give her a persuasion check.
Yeah, we're the heroes of Phandalin.
All right, so the spears are 1 gold each in the player's handbook.
Yeah.
So I'll put that down as 9 gold.
Yeah. Well, total it all up. Give me a total of what they're worth in the book.
Yeah, that's one. I'm going one at a time. So
that's
the
fine.
spear was each.
Gotcha.
The short swords are 10 each. So we had 6 of those. That'd be 60. That'd be 45 gold for that, right?
Okay.
So the long swords, those are 15 gold each. We had 4 of those. That's another 60. So that's another 40 gold. Light crossbows. Those are 25 gold each. 6 of those, that's 150. So it's 75% of that. It's
What's the total?
It's 25 times 6 is 150.
150. So she'll give you 125.
Okay.
If that's what you want.
Okay, and so she's not interested in okay, with the bolts. Let's see, they
Yeah,
crossbow
she'll
bolts.
take all the type of adventuring gear. Yep,
That's under adventuring gear.
yep.
Crossbow bolt. That's case. Crossbow bolt.
It should be at the top. If you go to weapon, let's see, is it weapon? Let me see.
It's not under.
It's under adventuring gear. Yeah, it's the top. Ammunition. It's a
Arrows. I see arrows.
crossbow bolts. 20 is 1 gold piece.
Okay. So 7 of those. Call that 6.
There should have been. How many did I tell you?
There were 7. There were 7 that were selling. So
Yep. Okay.
so we call that 5 or 6 gold. For
6.
those?
6 is fine. That's fine.
6. All right. So 9 plus 45 plus 45 plus 125 plus 6 is 230 gold.
All right. So it should give you 180 for it all.
No, that was
What?
the 230 was the 75.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So we're saying 230 total, right? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So it should give you an extra 230. Let me give you guys some gold, and then 231. There you go. And everybody's got some gold in there.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, cool. All right, and so we'll take all the food up to the other guy we borrowed the wagon from and see if he's interested in buying the rest of it.
All right. And he will. He needs to inspect it all. He would like to have some time with it because there's a lot of food.
Sure.
Food
Certainly
source here. And so he said, it took y'all about, it's an afternoon now. It took you a good bit of the day to get that all out of there. So he says, check with me back in the morning here. And
Yeah, we'll go take a nap.
Yeah. So
Yeah, let's go then.
So yeah, y'all spend a day, and back at the inn.
Actually, before we go back to sleep, let's go look up the town master and let him know what's going on.
Okay, so you go back down there and you find him there now, and he gives you a look, and what brings you to the town hall today?
We just want to let you know that last night we had a raid on the manor up there, and we cleared out all the red brands.
How so?
Including 3 bugbears and 3 skeletons.
And where is your proof of this?
Well, you can go talk to the lady over at the Blue Lion. We just sold all their weapons over there, and there's a wagon full of food up at the other place that he's looking over to see if he wants to buy it. Otherwise, you can take a walk up there yourself because it's
I'm a busy man. I'm good, young giant.
Yeah, otherwise
friend.
you can just take my word for it.
Find Sildar. Didn't y'all brought Sildar back, right? Have y'all?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so
We did.
He'll probably having some morning breakfast up at the inn. Find him and tell him what's going on, and he can reconfirm to me what he discovers. The truth of your story.
Do we still have that red brand in prison?
Yeah, unless he let him out.
He's still sitting there. So
now then,
Maybe he wants to change his ways.
no. So, Mr. Town Master, do you actually have law and order in this town?
barely. No.
Barely,
not
yeah.
a little.
So this guy has been preying on your town with the rest of his gang for how long? Year? I suggest you get some of your buddies and you haul him out into the town square and hang him. Here's your keys back. Bye.
Okay, he kind of sitting there looking at you, and he has the keys in his hand, and he looks back at the.
I walk out.
Yeah, and oh boy, he just. He says, "Find Sildar. Have Sildar look into this, please. He's up at the inn. I'm certain of it."
I'm already halfway back to the end by that point.
The rest of you?
Let's go to the inn.
All right. So. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Where is? Sorry, I'm trying to get the. Okay, so yeah, so you're up at the inn and you'll find Sildar there with the innkeeper and his wife, and you see the innkeeper's, trying to calm his wife down because she's ranting and raving that the stonecutter's wife and children are back at their house,
yeah.
and she,
I forgot about the stonecutters family.
yeah, so she was checking in on them, and getting the kids were a little bit in shock still, and they were trying to take care of that, and she had taken some food over there to them, and then she sees y'all walking in, and she damn near rushes and knocks over Free. She hits you so hard. Giving you,
that'd be hard to do.
She almost does. So, because she giving you a big old hug. And,
all right.
And she's
I'll pick her up and give her a big hug.
Yeah, she tried to give you all a hug. She's heard the news. What you've done is a, wonderful thing. The kids will be okay. They just need some time to
go tell the town master that he doesn't believe us.
Sildar kind of walks up to you and gives you a tip of the hat type of look. Says, I couldn't have done better myself, boys. And he says, he'd like to know kind of what happened. So
buy me a meat and I'll tell you all about it.
So yeah, the innkeeper, there comes some food, and you want some drink, certainly.
It's 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah, so.
It's time to eat and drink.
Yeah, so there's some people that are kind of, you see a few, kind of stopping what they're eating, or just kind of stop talking.
Shouldn't the bard regale our tale?
That's what I was saying. Merrivac, tell the story.
Feel free to embellish a little bit.
In song, verse, no doubt.
Well.
This is why I don't play hard.
If I must, let me check. You know what? I am very proficient in this loot. So sit back, everybody, as I spin a tale of the slaying of the red brands.
Don't forget the bugbears and the skeletons.
And the bugbears and the undead.
All right.
And the saving of the damsels.
Oh my gosh. Where do I start from the beginning?
Well, come on now. We want everybody wants to know what happened.
Well, it was a dark night.
I'm guessing you don't actually have to recount everything because we only got 25 minutes.
Yeah, so you recount, basically, and when you get to
many insults were hurled. I will say that.
You talk about.
I raise a toast to the insult hurler.
Some notes that you found about in the what you thought was the glass staff's quarter. What about Sildar says? What about these notes? What were they?
I'll show them to him.
You show him one, do you really? Okay. So when you do, let me see, where is that? So that's not the right one. Okay. When you show him this note.
Is that the one from the Black Spider?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one I wanted to pull out.
Yeah, he is, kind of sits down.
Do you know this Lord Albrecht?
No, but he had been talking to y'all, and he had told you that he was looking for a friend, the wizard named Ilarno. And Ilarno's name is in this note. And
I don't see Larno in this note.
Look at the very last sentence.
Is it the
Larno,
second last sentence?
Yeah, and he's just kind of.
Oh, there it is. I didn't mean to drag that.
That's okay. He's kind of thinking this over. He's trying to understand about the time that Larno went missing is when the Red Brands showed up. He's trying.
Who is Larno?
He's not Glassstaff, is he?
Okay. Sildar's trying to understand that connection. Sildar tells you that he has been, that was one of the guys he was sent here to search for. That Alarno had been sent in earlier to, to find out, to see what was going on and to research about the mines and help restore Phandalin, to its prosperity. And then Larno disappeared. And shortly after,
was he a wizard?
Yes, he was.
And that may be Glassstaff.
Did he happen to have a glass staff?
Sildar doesn't recall that. Did any of you see the wizard?
Nope. But he might have seen us.
We did kill his familiar, so he was at least aware that we were there.
Oh boy. Well, I don't know if I never knew of Larno having a familiar.
Yeah, there was a rat that we killed. It was magical.
Yeah, it's been 2 months now since he was supposed to be here, establish order. He's concerned about this, and he's wondering. He's willing to front the FBI. I'm not sure if he'd front it. He's got 500 gold here that if you will continue to research this area, to keep digging around what's happening here and keep your eye out for Larno. He was a typical human, dark-haired, middle-aged gentleman. Plus, if anything else that you might know or have heard of what's going on, he wants, if you see Larno, if you be cautious then, because it concerns me. I'm thinking we may have been duped, all of us, by who I thought was going to be somebody that could help us take care of this area. And you see, Sildar's kind of mad. You can kind of see he's not pleased with what he is learning about this. Because if you have any other any more research or things that you can check out, continue searching.
Well, we promised the lady over at the Blue Lion, I don't know, that we would get her goods back from where we rescued you from.
Okay.
And I hear there's some orcs up to the north somewhere, and there's a banshee that Merrivac is dying to go check out.
There is a banshee.
Mm-hmm. And he's heard of, and I think there's zombies. There's been some undead attacks.
Hopefully.
Up north. Northeast off the road. Have you seen a good map of the area? Do you know kind of where everything's at?
It wouldn't hurt to throw it back up again, but let's have a little group sidebar once we're done with talking with this guy.
He said he would take you. He says, "Come with me." He's going to take you down to the Town Master Hall. There's a map of the area down there, and he can give you a kind of a layout of what he knows in the area and show you.
All right. As we're walking down, I want to flip through the rest of the correspondence papers that we took from his desk. Is there anything else of interest to us in there?
Nah, just note taking of they looked like they had about. He was in notes of stocking up the armory as they were trying to hire. You have a head count of about 12 men on the payroll.
The Red Brands?
Yeah. You only see.
I guess we did get them all.
And you've got him some notes about just discussed the bugbears and wish he could get them back to Cragmaw Castle, but he doesn't show a location of any of that. So yeah, while you're looking at that, you get down to the Townmaster's Hall and you see this map, okay, and from that he tells you
Thunder Tree.
yeah, that's the old ruins of Thunder Tree. And he has heard of some druid. He doesn't know the name, but he knows there's some there's someone up there keeping an eye because of the ruins and what's been happening there. Connieberry is the old ruins that are off the trail on the east.
And that's where the Banshee is, correct?
He knows nothing about the Banshee. This is the first to him. So,
But the lady at the shrine was the one who told you the Banshee, right?
Somewhere, I think she told you somewhere north of Connieberry. Yes, in the woods.
Yeah, I heard it was off the Finebore Trail, is what I remember about the Banshee Nest.
The Tribor Trail is the road that runs kind of east to west. Okay.
Above Fandolin up to Connieberry.
Yeah,
and
to Connieberry. Yeah,
Connieberry. But she said off Connieberry, somewhere off there is a trail. Okay.
So that circle over there, is that where the orcs are at?
Now that is what's called the Reverend Tor, and so this whole kind of area, and somewhere that's where the news is coming that there might be where their orcs are coming out of, somewhere in the hill section area. Yeah, this area of Reverend Tor. So he gives the background of Reverend Tor. Basically, it was an area that cave system area that was habitated by some wyverns, however you want to call them, and a group of adventurers many years ago, cleared them out, and since then other things have kind of moved in to the area. So
I'd like to ask him if there's anybody he knows of in town that can identify magic items, potions.
That's a good question. There are no wizards of his knowledge living here. It would have been Larno if he was here.
Well, we should probably find him then.
Yeah, that's a concern.
He might help.
Yeah. Let's see. Nope. Okay, and I'm trying to think. So that is what you know. So I'm sorry. Okay, my bad. The green circle is the old owl well. That is where in the area, kind of right here. Reverend Tor is the mountainside here. Okay, so
what was the owlbear thing?
The old owl well is where some miners were talking about that some undead had come out. It's a tower.
Okay.
It's an old constructed tower that kind of looked out over the area, and it's in ruins now. And Reverend Tor.
That's where the zombies were at.
And the Reverend Tor is just basically this hillside area that starts to go up into the mountains. So there you go. That's what you know so far.
Okay. All right. So I showed this. So we're down at the town master's place, right?
That's correct.
So I show him this letter from the Black Spider.
You show the town master himself, and he looks at it, and he kind of he looks at Sildar and goes, "This is your problem. You're the one that sent him here. Then you need to take care of this."
Man, this guy's worthless.
So I'm seeing multiple options here. I'm seeing we either go to Thunder Tree and meet the druid and collect the necklace and see what's happening there, or we head over to Old Owl Well, which is where the Banshee and all that stuff was, or we head down to the square, which was I forgot what that one was.
Reverend Taurus, where the orcs may be hiding out.
Where the orcs were hiding out. So those are the next destinations that I see us heading towards.
Yep.
All right. First off, I think we ought to take a long rest.
We're not leaving till tomorrow.
All right.
I think the first thing we should do is before go to sleep, go back to the Goblin Cave and retrieve all the Blue Lion Lady stuff. Get her 100 gold. Take these papers over to the
Talia.
American Miners Exchange and get her gold. And then
Sildar
wander up
wants to
Thunder
hold.
Tree.
He would like to have the papers. This concerned him. He would like to keep this.
Well, this lady down at the Miners Exchange offers us 100 gold for these papers. So if you want to match that, then fine, I'll sell them to you instead. But otherwise, I'm gonna take them down there and get that
He
gold.
will give you 100 gold for them. He would like to keep them to himself
Absolutely.
right now. Okay.
Go for it. We'll take that gold.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So.
Nice move, Free.
We should have gotten more out of him.
So you got 100 gold. So he takes the papers and he says, "Keep this to yourself." And he's like he said, he's got 500 gold now on the table for y'all if you can continue forward and help him solve. You've got figuring out where Larno's at or who this Glassstaff, if they're the one the same, and finding out where the hell his friend Gundren's at, wherever the Cragmaw Castle's at, since he has not been able to discern where it's at either.
And that's one of the dwarfs, right? And that's what we were originally hired in Waterdeep for, was to work for a wizard to find the dwarf, correct?
Yeah, Sildar tells you that he's got a map. Gundren knows where this cave's at, and they were going to be researching it out to find out where this treasure's at. And if they've got the map, it's not going to be much longer before if this black spider...
Hold on a second. So when we were up there beating up on the red brands, we offed the bugbears here, and we interrogated one of them. He said that Cragmaw Castle is straight north of Phandalin in the Neverwinter Woods.
If it is there, then clear it out and bring Gundren back. He does not know. He's never been able. He does not. He was never able to discern the location of it. If you know where it's at, he would say, "Pay it."
That's all the information we get. So I don't know for sure if that's where it's at. That's what the bugbear told us.
He would say, "Be wholly prepared." If anything.
Well, I mean, if that's our mission, I think the most direct thing is to go to Thunder Tree, because I'm going to guess the druid who lives amongst the woods is going to know of the ruins of the castle. So if our goal is to get to the castle as fast as possible, I think we should go to Thunder Tree. But I would not be opposed to delaying that and making a adventure to the east to see what extra treasures we could find.
Not just that, but to level up a bit before we go in there.
Yeah, but I was trying to stay in character a little.
Understood. And see, and you know what? Staying in character, I like that kind of stuff. There you go. So I'll actually going to give that to all y'all. Y'all played this one out pretty good. And the sass of the bar, and we're just going to play Lorne Evil. We'll even give Lorne, even though he didn't roleplay very well today. There you go.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing, is if we're going to go visit the Banshee and go to the circles on the east, we should probably consult with the cleric and be like, hey, you're the expert on the undead, so, how do you feel, what do you expect we're going to see, and all that fun stuff.
Okay, and so we also, let me check out here, we went and got the provisions from the... you went and did that, correct?
Right, the bugbear cave.
Let's see, that is Crag. That's the hideout. And let me see. She was going to give y'all 150 gold. Yeah, 50 gold for.
Plus a free longbow.
I think there was a deal, yeah.
Tell me what it was.
We was going to subtract the price of a longbow from what she was going to give us.
So she's very happy with what the deal. You also brought the other weapons, so she'd give you the 50. Okay, so, and because what you've been doing so far, she will give you those.
So can we just gloss over that we took the wagon and we went up to the Goblin Cave and brought her stuff back and move on?
Yeah. I'm giving that to you, part of the long rest, and you're spending the time to do that, and so, yep. And I'm trying to make sure there wasn't any extra goodies. Where?
All right, cool. So it's we're probably going to stay in town for this last day and then resume next time on the next trip. So what is everyone's opinion? Do we head north to Thunder Tree, or do we head northeast down the Five Horn Trail towards the old Owl Well?
I like the idea of going to Thunder Tree.
Well, I'm thinking.
I was preferring the well personally.
I'm going
my
with
heart
the
is.
Banshee. I want to shoot for the Banshee.
I don't think we're ready for the Banshee yet. I think that's.
Well, let's ask
She doesn't
Lauren,
even wanna
how
fight us,
powerful
guys.
is the Banshee?
Right, we're just delivering a comb to her.
Yeah,
Finding it out.
she'll just tell us where the book is found. That's all.
Maybe, and we might have to beat it out of her.
No,
Yeah, well,
no. She's a
yes.
sweetheart.
Okay.
Let's ask
You don't
Lauren.
know.
Okay,
Someone
so
do an arcane
free-
check on
Okay,
Banshee.
hold on a
Let's
second.
find out.
Free wants to go to Thunder Tree. Marivac, you want to go to the Banshee?
Totally. Banshee
More-
zombies.
Morthos?
Banshee zombies.
I'll take that as Banshees. Bart?
Yes, Banshee. I want to check out the Banshee.
All right, so
Not loaded.
yeah, all right, so in next week's session, you'll be stocking up and you're well rested. Bart, I think you wanted to change out a spell. Was that correct?
When I hit level 3.
When you
I
hit
can't do it until I hit level 3, right?
No, on a long rest, you can change out the spells that you would know.
No,
Oh,
players,
okay.
players can do that. I don't. Can
Sorcerers can't do that on a rest.
well, I mean, wizards can't. They once they know a spell, they can only change it when they
Rest.
level. I don't know about sorcerers.
Oh, I thought you could do a long rest to change out what spells you have prepared. You know,
Well, if I can, then yes, I would like to change out a spell.
as long as you.
Yeah, known versus prepared is an interesting thing in Fantasy Grounds. I'm curious about that. We can talk about it after the session, but
Yeah.
how that works.
Well,
Do you have to pre-declare your prepared spells?
Yes, you have to, depending on. We'll see. So the sorcerer gets known spell slots, and then. So you've got four cantrips and 3 known spells, and they are all first level. And then so like when you go to 3rd level, you have 4 known spells, and you have 4 first level slots and 2 second level slots. And so you've only got 4 spells, but you can cast them at different levels. But you can pick. Now, what Free is saying is that you. Oh,
Yeah, I've forgotten about the known versus prepared thing.
yeah. So you have to, in your character sheet, when you're preparing your spells, you show which ones you know, and then you can fire those off at any time. But I thought after a long rest, you could change
I
out.
didn't know if it was long rest or a level. I know at a level I can swap them out.
Now, are you talking about just changing which ones that you have prepared, or
Yeah,
which ones that you know?
Well, I mean, it's the one and the same. So
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry, no.
If I want to swap out magic, or the basic thing is I want to swap out sleep since Marivac already has it.
Okay, so
I want to swap it out for Charm Person.
Well, that's a known spell, because like if you go all the way back to 2nd edition, you know that you had to declare which spells were prepared for that day. So you always had to say, "Hey, I know these 3 spells for the day, or these 5 spells for the day."
Okay, I'm looking at it right now. So, okay,
I'm pretty
so
sure the wizard has that. I don't know about the sorcerer.
I don't. I think that's what I'm reading. You know, 2 first level spells of your choice from the spell list at first level, and then the spell known column of the sorcerer table shows when you learn more sorcerer spells of your choice. Each of these spells must be of a level from which you have your spell slots. Additionally, when you gain a level in this class, you can choose one of the spells you know and replace it with another spell from the sorcerer spell list, which also must be of the level from which you have spell slots. So it's only 20 levels. So
Okay.
yeah. So
Yes. Speaking of which, so now that we've finished that out, are we getting any kind of a quest completion type of bonus experience?
well, it's what I gave you. So you got
Because my experience hasn't changed. I was at 748 earlier, and I'm still at 748.
Come on, level.
What?
You distributed gold across the party, but there's nothing in the chat window that says you gave us experience.
Hold on there. Most certainly.
In the chat window, there was.
Oh yeah, I've been giving it to you for a while. When you.
Yeah, I'm at 848.
Earlier, yeah, when we were doing.
I've got
when we
you.
were fighting.
And so I've given you that stuff. Now the quests, there are certain ones, yes, where you get some extra stuff. Like the very last, if you look at the awards, when you freed the family and actually got them out, there was an extra 100 that was distributed across the group. So y'all have been going up.
Okay, yeah. I was hoping to get to 900 tonight.
You're getting close.
Right.
No, so.
I was hoping to swap out a spell, but
You've got some more adventuring to do. So, because
Don't worry, guys. Banshee will take us over.
Yeah, I'm about to say. 'cause I
Yeah,
was trying to
I'm
figure-
worried about the Banshee taking us out.
Yeah, Bart's close, and Bart, you got that extra experience while you're a little bit higher because back in was when you and what's his face Durgal went off.
Durgal,
and
yeah.
damn near got killed.
no, I did.
Yeah, as I know you did. Okay, so you guys are up to date on everything. So until next week, then you'll venture. Looks like you're venturing east up the trail. So
I still think we should hold off on that Banshee and head up to Thunder Tree first.
Duly noted.
But I'm pretty sure we're going for the Banshee.
yeah, so well.
What is the scale of this map? I mean, is there a difference in travel time between going to where
Yeah,
Thunder Tree is
okay.
marked and where the Banshee is?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
one much closer than the other?
Well, they let me show. Where is it on the player's map here? So if you share out this big boy, which is going to take some time, one hex is 5 miles, and so it is going to take you, to travel up to Connieberry. My understanding that is the way that they were timing out for it was it's 3 days to get up there. Since you're walking, basically.
Well, we're riding in the back of that ox cart.
And you've got a cart, yeah. So you've got that. So.
But I'm pretty sure the people of Fenland, since we got rid of the red brands, they might give us horses.
They probably don't have horses. to
Yeah,
spare.
they don't. No, they don't. It's mules and some oxen. So, let's
I like
see.
how this one has the old Owl Will mark on it.
Yeah, I threw it up for you. So, yeah.
So there's actually this map from Coneyberry has a track going into the woods. I wonder if that's the way to get to the Banshee.
That's where that's the trail. That's where you'll find it. So, I mean, it's not
Good.
hard to find. So, 24. Okay, assuming that a party travels 24 miles per day over a period of 10 hours, the characters must rest for 8 hours a day. All right, so requiring several days marching load. So it's almost 3 days to Connieberry and right at 4 to get up over Thunder Tree because there's no road. Okay, so you're going to have camping, watches, your typical outdoor adventuring
Yep.
concerns to deal with before you get up there. So y'all can kind of text or talk about it in chat over the week, how you want to prep out things before you set off on your Banshee adventure. Any other questions, gentlemen?
All right, guys. Time for bed.
That's it. All right, guys. Good session. Everybody played it off.